I never know what to do with glass or batteries. How are you supposed to dispose? No, dude, it says in the package, don't throw this away.
I still throw them away, though. You gonna take them to an AutoZone? Like, just throw them away.
I guess.
Don't be waste my DirecTV remote.
Dude, I feel like there's gonna be an explosion if I put it in the trash.
Go to your house, you just have a room full of batteries.
Yeah, that'd be so weird.
Twins, that's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. Look at these twins. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. Look at these twins. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. Look at these twins. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. Titties out, just like
That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary. That's Mary. That's Mary. That's Mary. Hey. Oh, we are recording.
We are recording, yeah.
I think I have subliminally been watching the tally light on the camera to know for recording.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I just.
Well, I mean, even if we weren't recording, it would still pop up. Like.
Oh, like the red?
Yeah. It would just whatever you're showing like on the ATEM, even if it's not recording, it will still show you the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I mean, like now, like if it'll just be hard for you to tell if it's on your camera.
Am I in my head? I'm in my head right now.
You're always in your head, bro.
Out? I am.
Get the fuck out. Get the fuck. You're being evicted, bro. Get out of your head.
What did I get evicted for? Was it a racist landlord?
No, I would say it's more of like you weren't really like kind of keeping clean too well.
Oh.
Yeah. Like all the neighbors were kind of complaining a little bit, saying it smelled.
Dang.
Yeah.
I'm one of the smelly neighbors. Like one of the people you walk past in the hallway.
I wouldn't even say like you're one of I would say you're now like you're the prime example of like the smelly neighbor.
Oh, I'm gonna be that guy everyone talks about. Like, oh, dude, the last person who lives here is smelly.
Yeah, like he's so smelly to the point where like anybody that moves in after, no matter what they do,
it's gonna
still
smell like salt and vinegar.
Yeah.
Fuck. If you were eating vagina,
yeah,
what flavor do you enjoy outside of vagina taste? Would you taste in there and be like, ew? Like, what if it tastes like In-N-Out spread? You would be like, hell yeah.
Oh no, absolutely not. I feel like if it tasted like anything outside of vagina, like I don't think I would. That would be very like you know. Well, I mean, there's times where it has tasted like that.
Huh.
I would say that's almost more of a natural taste for it.
I don't know what it tastes like.
Have you seen that thing? It's like when you're like you grow up like thinking like, oh, like I can't wait to like eat pussy. And you finally go to eat it for the first time, and then it's like pennies.
I haven't seen that. It doesn't taste like ointment to you?
Ointment?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like every girl tastes a little bit different too. So that's
to our single digit female fan base. Comment what your vagina tastes like. We're probably
single digit.
We got like
we have some.
I think we have like 30%.
Oh
30%?
my god! You said single digit. I thought you meant like.
Oh, like a 5-year-old's watching this?
Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, we got 30%. 30%.
30%?
You're lying.
How
no
many
way.
non-binary people watch this?
They don't say
That's not in the survey.
Not in the survey. No.
Comment down. Where are my Zers at? Oh, man.
All right, let's
Also,
go into our.
Jared is under the weather a little.
I am. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I'm a little sicky poo. Don't worry, we cleared it with everybody. Everybody that's coming into the space today is A-okay. Dylan, stop.
And we're also sitting differently today.
Yeah,
Jared's sitting right next to me, and I'm sitting right next to Jared. This is new. This is a new dynamic.
I'm excited.
The guest is going to be sitting right across both of us because before they were sandwiched in the middle of us. We don't have a wide shot to explain.
Yeah.
But
I think if you kind of seen it enough, you kind of understand the space. Okay,
yeah,
perfect.
That's true.
Yeah, so they're gonna be right there. David Fincher shot.
David Fincher shot. What's the David Fincher
shot? I saw this thing and it was talking about David Fincher can like display loneliness or like an empty, like a lack of, like I think there was a scene and they're talking about like this dude is supposed to be there but he wasn't there. So they cut and then it's just like to like his empty chair, and then they were just talking about like how good of a filmmaker he is, like just to be able to convey like
emptiness,
like emptiness if somebody's missing is like they should have been sitting there.
That's deep.
Yeah, it was really great. Have you seen Social Network?
Yeah,
I love that movie so much. Yeah, it's when they're like doing one of like the meeting rooms, like they're with the lawyers and everything. Yeah.
Dang, what if that dude just didn't come to site in time, and now David Fincher has a style because of one absent person.
Yeah, I mean,
that's deep, huh?
I mean, that's real.
Like, that's deep. He's like, oh no, fucking Mark Wahlberg just couldn't come in.
I mean, that'd be cool as fuck. It's kind of like the most like you get the greatest things like from the most unexpected ways and shit.
That's deep.
Yeah. We're trying a little new segment. We posted a phone number on our story a couple days ago. I don't know if too many people saw that, but we wanted you guys to leave a voicemail for us. So we're gonna play one of those voicemails.
It's not just a random number. It's our number. It goes straight to voicemail. So we want you to.
It's a number to a Chuck E. Cheese. We're like, yeah, leave a bunch of voicemails.
Yeah. So yeah, you call the number. We'll post it again probably. But yeah, so this is what the messages that people left us.
Hey guys, calling because love the podcast. Been listening to it for a while. And oh my god! Oh my god!
I just hear crashing now.
Is he okay? Can you export this?
Yeah, I think so. It's so going. So yeah, I'm kind of mad he didn't leave a message for us. Kind of messed up.
What a fucking dickhead, bro! Like we were literally trying to like.
We want a conversation, but now we have a MP3 of some guy dying.
For real, bro. Like,
so if you guys want to send
our time.
Anything else like that, let us know. The phone number is below.
Right here.
Yeah.
It's probably right here. We haven't memorized it yet, but when we do, it's over.
It's new, yeah.
It's going to be really cool.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Imma Come Clean. Today's guest is Hanbity, a sexy. I think he's Japanese or Korean. What last name is Bit? He told me last time. Was
Bit.
Actually, no Han. I'm pretty sure his last name isn't Bit. I don't think his last name is Bit.
The guy from Fast and Furious' name is Han.
Yeah,
he was Korean.
All right,
no, he was Japanese. Like
he was Japanese.
It was Tokyo Drift. He was Tokyo Drift, so he had to be Japanese.
I feel like you don't have to be Japanese to be in Tokyo Drift. I don't.
Well, I'm assuming
Nacho Libre, Jack Black, Yellowface.
Okay, I mean, I was just trying to add some context.
That's
and
true.
Just, put some pieces together, but.
So we have a Japanese man today. We have Hanbity. He's an actor. He is a TikToker. He is a YouTuber. And I don't know, maybe we'll make moves.
Yeah.
We should sit like closer to him as each hour passes.
Yeah.
We're going to go for like a 5-hour episode today.
Yeah.
He's going to give us advice about popping off on TikTok. He's going to maybe say some gay jokes. I don't know. We'll see the real him this episode.
I can't wait.
All right. Enjoy this episode.
Are you comfortable with what you're saying? You're good?
Yeah.
You need pillows.
Chum.
You can sit closer too.
Do you want to hold hands or anything?
Oh, I thought we were cuddling, honestly.
No.
That's
so weird. Wow.
I said I was down.
No, that's just chill.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. I've seen a little bit of what you guys do. I got the idea.
Awesome.
What have you seen?
Yeah, what have you seen?
I remember on September 11th. No, I've seen you guys reels and stuff. It's funny.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
I'm 22. Okay.
Yeah. Are you guys? How old are you? I know you're 21.
23.
No,
You're 23? Oh, you just turned 23, right?
23.
Yeah. I'm 24.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah, we're
Pretty
there.
close.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
it's
there.
all virtually the same. Dylan's 29.
I'm 25. I'm 29. I didn't know you were gonna do that.
how'd you guys meet?
Like film school, like pretty much like
Community
community college.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid.
You went
a
straight
journey.
to San Diego State?
UCSD.
UCSD? Oh, okay. Was that a party school?
No, SDSU was.
Oh.
Yeah. The
There
state
was-
school was. But UCSD is like socially dead.
Oh.
Dude, it's literally called UC socially dead.
Hell
Have
yeah,
you heard that
dude.
before?
I heard
Never,
UC
no.
sexual disease.
No,
disease.
who says that?
Don't talk about it.
Well, when I start going there,
They're
it's
lying to you.
That's what I heard.
I made it
Hey,
that.
don't put a message. Once when I get there, oh. Who wants a herpy?
No, you. No, if you say that to them, they'll look away.
How much for you to get a herpy? If someone was like, hey,
Just one.
one
Just
herpy?
one, yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Someone's like,
What do you
hey,
mean by that?
what's the minimum amount of money for someone to be like, hey, you see this little spot right here on my upper lip?
Yeah.
I want you to have it.
As in, like, give it to me, like,
Give it to you.
like, literally?
No, like they're gonna
Or,
like
like-
they're gonna like suck your tongue, and then it's gonna like show up on your upper lip.
Yeah, so that's literally like
Yeah, it's giving you herpes.
Yeah.
Well, one herpes. I
Well,
think herpes.
I
is total-
wouldn't want it, I wouldn't want herpes, but if they were offering the herpes,
Oh,
like
like
they
in a
cut it
jar?
off and then give it
they
to
cut
you?
it off and like
Okay.
put it in a Ziploc bag. That's hard.
yeah.
Fuck,
So we're-
dude.
yeah, it's a
I
gift.
do that with my
like-
foreskin.
I go around, people tell people like, "Yo, I got herpes." What?
Yo,
no, it's right here.
That's where my girlfriend's herpes went. How much would it be for you guys to get herpes?
I would not.
Really?
It's like
Someone
the amount
gave
of
you-
money.
Really? Why would I want that?
Because I don't think it's as bad as people say.
Yeah,
it is,
okay,
right?
well, I mean, like I've never gone to cold
I've had a
sore
pimple
before, but
once.
like I think I'd be okay with having it on the mouth. I don't know if I'd want it like on my dick. Like,
Okay, in the mouth. In the mouth.
No,
deep
but see,
jaw.
because I know you want to act, and
Yeah.
I want to act, and if like you're doing a kissy scene, you gotta.
Well, guessing someone's got herpes now.
Well, I guess so. Yeah. I'm just gonna go on the entire set. Hey. Oh, by the way, guys, I have herpes.
By the way, and you guys now do
But
too.
you guys do too.
you're welcome.
No,
Fuck, I
we can
wonder if that's
start.
happened on a film set where someone's like, "Oh, you're gonna make out with him," and then like fourth day in, they're like, "Oh, by the way, I have herpes." Oh, you
Wait,
guys-
that actually could have happened.
Yeah.
right? So then you have to like do like a kiss
possibility.
stand in, like a close up of the lips. Like, have you guys watched the Flume? Me and
Or
you.
have you
video?
seen that movie Batman and Robin from the 90s?
I haven't
I haven't
seen
seen it, but I know what it is.
So like there's the villain Poison Ivy,
Uh-huh.
and like if she kisses you, you die and shit.
it. Is
So
she
you-
hot?
She's pretty. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Uma Thurman. You know who Uma Thurman is, the girl
Hubba.
from Pulp Fiction.
I know her and her daughter.
Yeah, her daughter from Stranger Things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
it's
she was in
Ethan-
Glorious Bastards.
Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke,
Yeah, this is
damn.
fucking sidetrack.
Everyone
Oh,
Hawke.
I didn't know any of that.
He goes and he kisses her,
Uh-huh.
and she's like, "Oh, I got you now." And then he fucking pretty much rips like some shit off his lips, and it was almost like a condom for his lips.
Whoa.
And she's
Oh,
like,
damn.
"Oh no!" Like,
Oh
I'm
shit.
pretty sure like if that's real, you could probably use something like that. Like,
Just like a lip condom.
yeah, or like a dental dam too.
Is that
maybe.
what sex
you know
workers
a dental
use?
dam is?
No, what's a dental?
You know?
dam?
Do you know what a dental dam is?
Oh wait, it is a mouth. It's like a balloon you inhale in your mouth, and then you could put anything in there, right? It's a mouth condom.
no,
Oh,
no. A dental dam is literally. Do you know what dental dam is, Dylan? Okay, so
Dental
it's almost
dam.
it's like a tissue. You put it over like a girl's pussy so you can eat it, and it's like a condom, like for
oh
that.
that's what I should do with sex work.
Yeah.
I remember there was a video on Twitter where it was like a guy who was in someone's like back seat. I think they broke into someone's car, and then it was a dude just eating out a hooker.
I don't think I'm.
Wait, hold on. I just like. Can you repeat that for a second?
I can show you.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of zoned out there.
All right, so
We
get
did
this.
too, don't worry.
There's a Twitter POV video,
Right.
but not like him doing anything sexually POV. It was him walking up to his car, and he said like, "Oh, someone broke into my car." He opened the back seat, and it was some guy just eating out a hooker, paying to eat out an angel. For
What's
Her name was Angel.
No, he just refers to women as angels.
Oh,
Yeah.
as queens.
that's quirky, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you. Fuck it.
That's unique.
Thank you.
Respect.
Feel good. I'm trying to be quirky. I'm gonna give him a different name.
I've never seen that.
Would you ever go on a dating show, Aldus? Or any of you?
I think I would, but I feel like I get insecure because imagine getting out the first round, or like, like you made it through like 4 rounds of auditions,
Yeah.
and then you get clowned on as like, oh, he's not serious. I think he's gay. No.
There's no way.
Yeah,
I feel
imagine.
like you're pretty handsome. I feel like you can make it far. Are you talking about like a bachelorette like kind of dating show, or
Like-
a dating
like
show
as-
where like they put you like you guys are sitting on separate sides and there's a wall?
That's a different one. But
Okay.
Is that
there's
Jubilee?
like,
I think it's Jubilee.
Yeah, I was about to say it was Jubilee.
yeah, that's one of them. But I don't know, just like a dating show.
I think I would. I think that'd be pretty
Like
cool.
like the ones where it's like one girl and 20 guys competing, or
Yeah.
like, oh, you do one of those?
I think I would do one of those. I mean, I think just more for like the cloud of it too. It'd be kind of cool. It'd be
It's like,
just-
hey, you're that one guy that got
Yeah,
rejected.
He plays 17th place.
You're the guy that took that girl on the worst date ever, right? That's me. Yeah.
Because
That's me.
forever you'll be known as a guy that has no game. And unless you go on another dating show, there's not going to be much of a redemption in the public eye. You're just going to be
Yeah.
known as the guy who like spilled a drink.
What if is it real though?
What?
Like just those kind of dating shows? Like you don't think it's at all like kind of scripted?
I think it, like, from what I know, like it's partially scripted. Like when in the interviews they'll ask them like, oh, what did you think about what Kevin said to you, and then they'll get that out of them. But for the most part, like they're all like young adults, and I think sometimes like they themselves want to put on a show, for the camera. But for the most part, I think it's pretty raw.
That's what Dan Chen said, the Jubilee director. He said like he was directing one of them, and it was like one girl goes on a date with like 6 guys, and then they find the perfect match, and at the end he's like, oh, by the way, I have a girlfriend. And then he was just doing it just for the clout.
Right.
But that's an easy like $250.
Yeah.
And you pranked everyone. But then they said like they fucked up because they didn't do like a screening process, but it ends up like he's been with this girl for like a couple years.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I've seen this
You've seen it, right?
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went pretty viral. I remember that.
Yeah, he was like, damn, that sucks to happen, but also thank God it went viral.
Yeah.
It's a little 2 in 1. What's the craziest thing you've done to go viral? Have you done anything, Han, where you're like, wow, I just egged a Maserati?
To go viral?
Yeah.
How many followers do you have on TikTok?
On TikTok,
Yeah.
I have 5.4 million.
Huh. Damn, if they all give you $1, we can.
For real, bro.
You ever do that?
yeah.
Have you ever done
Maybe
that?
do that.
Have you ever done a
No.
Cash App thing? No. Fuck. All right, we'll tag it right here. No one's taking ours.
Even Cash App right here, baby.
Even
Yeah.
50 cents.
That's true.
50
That's
cents.
$2 million right there.
Insane.
When was your first was there a TikTok where you're like, oh, I made it? Like one that unexpectedly popped off?
Oh,
To get
yeah.
your what was it?
I think it was at the time. I look back at it and I'm like, this is so fucking cringe. But it was when I started doing like this, like cute, edgy trend where I'd like pretend to be like like an edgy dude, and then like contrast it with like a cute, like chick or dude. Does that make sense?
I'm imagining you like goth, all makeup, and you turn around, and you're like, it's an ass flaps out. Is that what you mean? Like, what were you doing?
Say it again.
Okay, so when you say that, I'm visualizing you in like goth makeup
Right.
to look edgy,
Right.
but then to be cute, you turn around and like you're wearing nothing behind you and your ass is out.
Oh, okay. See, that's what I thought you said.
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
that's not what I did.
What was it? What
That would
was
be
it?
inappropriate.
What did
I would
you?
get flagged.
Ah,
I can't make stuff like that.
what's really
No,
like nothing?
dude.
come on, man.
Do you want to
Fuck,
be
that is
TikTok
true.
famous or not, bro?
No,
I don't
come on,
know.
man.
I don't know what I want.
Come on, put your head. Think harder.
Okay. Censor. You drop your
No.
pants down. Okay.
God.
Okay. Okay. Wait,
You don't know anything.
I'm gonna think of a viral one. I'm Black Han. and then no, this isn't. That's not
Well, I think it might get viral, but for the wrong reasons.
Hey, viral's viral. All publicity is
It'll
good
be
publicity.
viral on Twitter, bro.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, can I guess what the viral video was? Because I don't know what. Is it like you dropped a water bottle and you're like, oops?
No.
Oh.
No, it wasn't that cringe.
Oh.
I think what I remember one of the videos was like I did this TikTok audio where it was like somebody had already made a skit out of it, but I sort of like lip synced to it and made my own kind of version of it, I guess.
Oh.
And it was about a drug dealer like selling drugs to a kid, but the kid's like all for it, like he wants the drugs.
Oh.
He's like, give me the drugs. Like, I want the drugs. And that one, like, I think it was at like 40 plus mil views.
That's crazy.
God, dude.
Yeah.
Was that
Was
the
that-
first one where you're like,
That was definitely the first biggest one
Yeah.
that like went insane. And
Were
I
you-
was like, holy shit.
were you expecting it? Were you like, Alaska, I'm out of
no.
here?
And it was like one of those things where I was just like, oh yeah, I'll make this. I think this will be like what my people want to watch, you know?
What's your demographic?
It's changed.
Yeah.
I think that before it was definitely mainly like female audience.
Yeah.
It was like 75%
Uh-huh.
female, 25% male.
How do we get there? We have too many dick
This
jokes.
dude is so handsome, bro.
Fuck, we gotta get
You have to look like that, bro.
No, girls don't like the dick jokes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the
Yeah.
thing.
They don't?
No, but the guys do.
yeah.
Oh, you want for the boys now? Well, fuck it. I'm over. I'm an incel.
Just go full hard
High
left.
school's me.
Come next, Andrew Tate, bro.
How you train me?
But yeah, I think that towards the beginning, definitely people were following me more so for like kind of like the wholesome content that I would make. But now I think that I definitely am hitting a demographic that are interested in watching like more skits, like comedy skits, or like more trending stuff. If that makes sense. Yeah.
How often did you draw? Like, did you have like a release schedule? When you
No, I didn't. I know people do. I know a lot of people will film a bunch of videos and then just have like a backlog of videos. Like in case they don't film one for the day, they have like 100 videos just like on standby, which is crazy. And like I can't ever do that because like once I make it, I gotta be like, it's already there. I might as well just post it. But I've never really had a schedule because like, especially with TikTok, especially when I first started out or when anybody starts out, you kind of have to post like multiple times a day.
Damn,
in order to like really like kick off, because like nobody knows who you are, you know. You gotta like really push yourself onto their For You page so they get familiar with you, and then eventually once you gain a little bit of following, then you can sort of like lay back and be like, okay, not go edgy. Wait,
So
what do you mean by edgy?
It's like
The dick jokes, bro.
Okay. I got you.
Puerto Rican Han.
What's up with you race, man? You don't like me being Asian? Yeah.
What kind of Asian are you?
I love it.
Okay. I'm Korean.
You're Korean, okay.
Oh, fuck, we gotta re-record that intro.
We thought you were Japanese.
Because how we were saying like I remember you told me literally because I remember Fast and the Furious. You're saying
I was saying that there's a character named Han in Tokyo Drift, so I was like, oh, he's probably Japanese. Like,
is Han Japanese? I thought he was Korean.
Well, I don't know.
Oh wow, we were wrong. It was constantly wrong. Wait,
yeah, we're sorry.
Because your girlfriend, how long have you been dating her?
Almost 3 years.
Whoa. Were you popping 3 years ago?
Yeah, I was dating her before I started doing TikTok.
Whoa.
Which is great because I honestly can't imagine starting a relationship like at this point.
How often are you getting like DM slid in? Is it all me?
A good amount. Yeah, it's mostly you. Oh, okay. But you know, there's a sprinkle in some other people too. But like it's mostly you.
How does your girl feel about it?
She's chill with it. I think that we have this joke that like I have like zero game. So like she has no worries because like I wouldn't be able to like I'm not a sweet talker. I don't have Riz. But I'm okay with that. You know, I don't need it.
You just gotta accept it.
Yeah, you just gotta accept it. Like I'm not all about that. Like
dare to be a fuckboy for like a week, go like purge mode.
I don't even know how to do that. How would I even go about doing that?
Okay, we'll go together. We'll go on a Carnival cruise ship. We'll get the unlimited drinks package, hit the club every day, and then offer it, hey, do you guys want a free drink? Maybe a dance? And then eventually you'll hit the 5-drink minimum at Carnival Cruise, and then she's going to start buying you drinks. And then eventually you guys both get comfortable. You meet her friends. Then you go back off the cruise ship, you meet her family, and then there's going to be a whole line of like girls you'll get to meet. And statistically, out of everyone that you've met, you might be able to like kiss them or something.
Okay.
You just gotta settle with that.
You have to settle with it. Yeah. You just gotta do the swings. What's your game plan?
My game plan?
Yeah. Do you have a game
plan?
plan?
Like with women?
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely wouldn't be to like go on a whole ass cruise and shit.
Well, fuck, I guess I can't go.
Only drink, go to the club. And wait, it's like 7 a.m. What are you doing?
Hans just white wall bitches. This is where the hoes at.
It's like a January, like, hey, baby girl. I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, I just went on one. I thought there was gonna be like people our age. There was a singles drink mixer. We get there, it's like all retired people.
No way.
Yeah, and there was like
or anything though?
There was not. There was.
That's tough.
There was old people.
There wasn't like anybody your guys' age?
What cruise did you guys go on?
We went on a Carnival cruise.
Oh, Carnival.
We went to Catalina Island in Ensenada.
Oh, that's like right here. I thought you guys went to like the Caribbean or something.
No, we didn't go too far.
Where'd you take off from? Like Long Beach?
Yeah, from Long Beach. It's crazy. It's literally just it's college dorming without like education. Yeah. That's what a cruise ship is.
I mean, some colleges are like that too.
That's true.
That's true. That's true.
It's like Sweet Life on Deck, right?
Literally.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of fire.
I mean, dude.
Damn, I've always wanted to go on a cruise. That's a lie. I always wanted to go. Growing up, I saw Titanic, and that kind of ruined me a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but recently, like I've definitely been wanting to go.
Dude, it was like $300.
Yeah,
4 days.
I remember you guys were telling me. Like, I was kind of down. But
that's not bad.
That's a fucking steal, dude. I had burgers twice. They had this Guy Fieri restaurant, and then
was he there?
he wasn't there, but like they had, because it's all like immigrants working there, and they all had like Guy Fieri wigs on, just working flipping burgers. I was like, this is so wrong.
Oh, okay. I was like, what does the immigrants have to do with it?
No, because it was like they made them wear. They made imagine.
Need to know that. Yeah, sure.
Imagine some guy who's getting underpaid having to wear a Guy Fieri wig.
Yeah, no,
That's absurd. And I was like, God damn.
Yeah, that's almost like us going to Mexico to go work, and then them just making us dress like Nacho Libre and shit.
Do I have to wrestle?
Let's see.
Have you been on a cruise, Han?
Yeah, I have.
Which one?
I went on a Disney cruise. I've been on two. Been on 2 Disney cruises, and they were when I was a kid. Yeah,
Okay, so
they're pretty fun.
You get fucked up.
No, I wish.
It's crazy.
I was like 8 and then 12. No, I was 14, and then like 8. Yeah,
Sounds like a missed opportunity, bro.
Yeah, it's
it's
crazy.
8-year-old just getting hammered.
To see it now, like being older, I see it. It's literally parents are there just to get drunk and for their kids to go do something.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
the whole thing. Like I remember we were like sitting at a table and there was this like one kid went up. He's like, "Hi, what's your name?" We're like, "Oh, what's up?" He's like, "Oh, I'm Jake." And then he just sat with us for a bit. And then he was like, "I'm 16." I'm like, "What the fuck? Where your parents? Like, get away from us." I feel like whenever you find someone's underage, you're like, "I'm not talking to you." Like, move away, dude. Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Did you guys know the East Coast has a different age of consent?
Well, in some states, it's like 16.
It's 16 in some, and then 18 in
What
the US.
states?
In Massachusetts, I think, is 16.
Weren't you in Massachusetts?
That's when I found out because
Oh,
I was
okay.
like, I was like in this like short film, and then I was playing this one dude who's hitting on my on my brother's like sister, and then I think I was like 20 in it, and then she was 16. And I was like, this isn't legal. They're like, what are you talking about? This is fine. I'm like, this is fine. God damn, this is unacceptable. Is what it is.
I can't do this. Damn.
You're paying me crap these? All right, fuck.
What other states are like that though?
I think it's mainly East Coast states.
But I mean, are they all 16?
I think it was more acceptable. I remember there. Like I think in the generally in the I don't know if this is right, but like a lot of places in the East it was 16.
Yeah.
But in like South America, it's common for people that are older to date like 17, 16-year-olds.
Insane.
Like this one guy I knew, he think he's 24 and he got his first girlfriend, and I was like talking to his friend about it. I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's cool. He got a girlfriend. Like he's such a good-looking dude, and like now he's fucking." And then I found out she's like 17.
How did you know you went to
What?
Emerson?
No, he was like a friend's friend
Okay.
from a South
That's
American
insane. Yeah,
country.
That's pretty wild.
What's the age gap that's too far for you guys?
I think right now I'm 24. I don't think I'd ever date anybody like under 21. I feel like if you can't drink, like it's a little.
That's kind of awkward. Yeah.
Yeah,
She's like at
especially-
a restaurant.
Yeah,
and you're
exactly.
And
Yeah.
you're staying drunk. She's just having to drive you home every
Yeah,
time.
literally. Well, that wouldn't be too bad, but
Oh, well, in that case, then.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like, especially at least like where I'm at right now, I feel like even talking to a girl that's 21, like I think it's a little like I can tell like that they're younger than me.
Yeah.
And shit. Like,
I think it definitely changes depending on how old you are, because I feel like
yeah,
the ages between like 18 and like 25,
yeah,
like it's kind of like weird to date somebody that's like 3 to 5 years
Still
younger,
talking about
because they're
prom?
still like, huh?
Like they're still talking about prom.
Yeah, or like they're like freshmen in college, and like you've been graduated for like 2 years, and it's
yeah,
like you go through so much in college, you know?
yeah.
Like it's kind of weird.
You're like unseasoned.
yeah,
Yeah,
literally, like you're
Yeah.
unseasoned as like a human being and as an
Yeah.
adult.
yeah.
College
But, like-
fucking changes, dude.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like my first 3 months, I'm like, I'm crying in my room. What the fuck? I need to know
Never
people.
cried. Never cried before. Why am I crying?
Wait, what is this? How was
going on?
How was your time in San Diego? Like the first bit, it's that learning curve, not the learning curve, but it's just like that adjustment.
Yeah, no, it sucked. I
How was-
hated it because I was just like, at first I loved it
Mm.
because college is college.
Yeah.
You get to like finally be away from your parents. You get to eat whatever the fuck you want, and like you get to party all the time. But then like after like 2-3 months of that, I was like, holy shit, I'm so depressed because one, I'm eating everything that I think I can. I'm partying all the time, and I'm like staying up late every single day. Everything that I think is fun is actually just ruining my life.
Yeah,
You know? It's
Yeah.
just like, oh my god, and it definitely caught up to me.
Where did you come from before that?
I grew up in Alaska.
Okay.
Which if you know anything about Alaska, you get heavy seasonal depression there. because
Whoa.
Because you guys don't get sunlight.
we don't get
some point,
sunlight in
right?
the winter.
Yeah.
So like that I thought was cool because like when I came to California, obviously like the sun is out longer.
Yeah.
So I was just it's funny. I was just like generally happier.
Yeah.
And like it was to a point where I was just like chilling like in the middle of December and I was like, wow, I feel like so much better about myself. Like, I don't know what it is, but I'm just happier. And I was like, oh, it's because I barely get any sun.
Yeah.
Like in Alaska. And it was like definitely a culture shock. Because like there's so many more like races here too.
Yeah.
Especially more Asian people.
Yeah.
There's like barely any Asian people in
It's
Alaska.
like a melting pot.
You remember when you told me you were from Alaska? I was like, what? People are from there? I thought
Yeah,
you just-
exactly.
you
That's
just take
real?
cruises there.
No. I mean, there are parts of Alaska that have a lot of diversity, but the part that I grew up in was like mainly white. So, and then going to UCSD, which is like, I don't know the statistics for it, but it's like 40% Asian.
I feel every
Oh,
single
damn.
college
Yeah.
is
crazy.
always like not predominantly, but it's like there's a lot of Asian people just because so many foreign exchange students come in.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Definitely a culture shock.
How many Asian people did you know in Alaska growing up? Like, was there a
Literally, like I could count on my hand.
Whoa.
I'm dead ass. Like,
Whoa, you guys were the city Asians, dude.
like literally, like we got
like
6.
7.
Yeah, literally.
You guys got
Round them up.
hey, it's racism.
Yeah, that was. I could literally count on my like maybe 7, probably.
Whoa.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
You guys have like a
dude.
group chat?
No,
Oh. You guys
no.
you don't want to like
I wanted to
revolt or
be. I wanted to be white so bad.
anything? Really?
For
Dude,
real?
yeah, because I was surrounded by them.
That's
And, like
fair
all the
point,
cool
yeah.
kids were white.
Yeah.
So I was
Damn.
like, damn,
What'd you do to fit in? You start wearing like lanyards and like
dude.
Crocs?
Actually,
Wasn't
Vineyard
everybody,
Vines?
everybody was
you
doing that?
started
Oh,
like,
yeah.
wearing silly bands.
Oh, well,
What
that
else
was
is
like
white?
elementary school.
I love silly bands. They're sick.
Damn, so you guys
Yeah.
even had that over there?
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
That's. I feel like I
Did
don't
you
know. I
guys
feel
watch
like
Jersey Shore?
No. Well, I knew people. I didn't because we didn't
okay.
get that, but I knew people who did.
it was probably the same over there. I don't know. I feel like it's like a different world, like
Well,
it's like a different country and
Everything comes like 2 years later.
shit. Okay.
Yeah. So
Like
like
when
when
we were
tough.
like on season 4 and you guys
Yeah,
are still
dead ass.
you guys are
Like,
still in New Jersey.
when
We're
when,
in Italy. We got the spin-off season going.
when Jules became a thing. Well, I hit Alaska in like probably like 2015, 2014. But like I know here it definitely hit like 2012 or something like that.
Oh, well, I don't
I
know.
don't remember specifically, but I just remember like Jules becoming a big thing and then like coming down. And we also call the continent of the U.S. the lower 48.
That's what you guys
There's
call-
48 because there's 48 states here and
Yeah.
then there's Hawaii and Alaska.
yeah.
So the lower 48.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait, people
kinda
came
cool.
from California. Was it like, whoa, look, it's a superstar? Or was it kind of like, oh, or it was,
Oh no, people were definitely like, "Oh my god, you're from Alaska?
well,
I've never met one of you."
no, but like,
Do you live in an igloo?
I really thought
Over
that.
there? Oh my god,
What do you guys, when I went there, I was like, this just seems like one large campground.
it is.
Like, is that what
Everywhere's
everyone
just
does?
in nature. Like
Does
it's
everyone
great.
just have guns and just shoot shit?
Yeah.
Did you live
That
like
sounds
you
fun.
lived in a home though?
Yeah.
Like in a
yeah,
house?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
So you didn't clarify that.
It's like in the blind side. You're like, you bring Michael over. I've never had one. What?
Oh yeah.
A bed?
Oh my god.
But instead, it's a roof over your head.
And walls. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. There's a house. I mean, there's still definitely like things that people celebrate there. Like we drive cars, but we have this
Whoa.
thing called the Iditarod, which originated way back when the transportation, main transportation was sled dogs.
Okay.
And,
Whoa,
like,
what?
you get on a sled and then just like have a bunch of dogs in front of you and they mush.
Fucking way.
You're just your boys? Just running?
Yeah, just boys.
Like,
Yeah, dude. Dude, just like 4 of
you and
them
your
just in
boys
front of
just
you.
running?
Yeah, you and your boys.
Who wants to be the dog?
Yeah, sometimes I go in front and then they, yeah. Like, mush. No. Like they'll celebrate stuff like that. Like they'll do once a year. They'll do a race, like a dog sledding race
Whoa.
from Ketchikan, which is like super south, to Nome, which is like north.
How many miles?
A shit ton. I don't know exactly, but a long fucking run.
It was like televised?
Yeah.
Damn.
Locally.
That's a
I don't think
long
people
television
really.
show.
Well, actually, no. People do care. People along the northern hemisphere, like
Yeah.
in like Norway or Sweden, will like come to Alaska to like sled their like mush their
Their
dogs.
dog. Whoa!
Yeah.
Just imagine going on a plane, 6 huskies on your Spirit Airlines flight.
They're all just sitting just, like,
First
on their
class.
computers.
First class on
Those
Spirit.
are athletes.
They'll be the announcer would get on and be like, "Today we have special guests here on our flight."
You're barking at the front gate of Sam.
They're doing suicide runs. Wait, how long is that? Like, how many miles per hour do those? What is it called? Iditarod?
Iditarod, yeah.
How fast do they go? Have you ridden one?
I haven't ridden one, but I had friends that like participated.
That's so
Yeah,
sick.
like they
Sick,
had
sick.
family, like their parents either or like their aunt and uncle would like have dogs.
Yeah.
And they would have sleds. And like there would be days where like, oh, it was so there was this one girl I remember, and we were in like elementary school and we had show and tell. And like everybody brought the normal like ass thing, like a toy or like a video game. She brought a full ass sled dog and like a whole sled, and she like showed it off to all of us, and she just completely obliterated the competition. Like, oh my god, I can't match that. Like I brought a fucking like silly band that looks like a fucking poop emoji. Like what? I can't do shit with this.
Just put it away. You're like, I didn't bring it.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
This came from LA. I was goofing around it.
Yeah. No, but it's pretty cool. They have a lot of like culture up there.
Yeah. Do you go back?
Not that much. I think that there's way more to do in LA.
Yeah.
If you're a nature person, you should definitely go to Alaska. I think
it's really
because
nice.
there's just it's super nice. But if you aren't very interested in like going outdoors and doing stuff out in Alaska, you should probably you could probably go once just to see what it's like. But like, Alaska won't really have much for you.
Did you ever travel to Russia?
No, but you can see Russia.
You're fucking lying.
Not from where I'm from.
Okay, yeah,
like,
but like at the tip.
yeah.
Okay.
What?
You can see it. Yeah.
Dang.
That's insane.
Geographically,
That's actually really
I
fucking
thought
cool.
Russia was like next to Africa. I'm an idiot, dude.
Well, I mean, it is.
Where
like,
is that close?
If you look at a map,
We're that close to
no. If you look at a map, it's like right there. It's like
Well, Russia's. There's not a war in Russia right now. It's in Ukraine.
Yeah.
God, I need to read the news, dude. Like, every time I try to talk about anything politics, like I was like an open mic, people were like telling Kanye, I'm like, is it that bad? And they're like, yeah, dude, have you seen anything?
You haven't heard anything about?
I just see some stuff, but like when I read headlines, I'm like, it's probably not that bad.
He
But
gets things
apparently-
like 2 years late.
You guys hear about COVID?
You're still using Internet Explorer. Like, oh my god, Donald Trump just got elected as president.
He's not gonna believe this.
No.
Wait, but how long is the race for the
A couple weeks,
damn? So it's
weeks?
televised, and some
Yeah,
dude just whipping a
televised.
dog for a couple weeks straight.
dude. Yeah, and
Wait,
sometimes
wait. Like from them to get to one spot to the other, it takes weeks.
yeah,
That's insane.
and like it's checkpoints, and like you have to get there obviously as fast as you can.
Yeah.
And there'll be like rest stops, and like there will be times too when like a dog will be injured, and like I don't think they do this anymore because it's kind of cruel, but like back in the day, if a dog got injured, they would just have to leave him on the trail
That's insane.
because like you can't. There's not enough room on the sled to carry them.
Yeah.
because they would just
Damn.
slow them down.
Now that'd be dead weight. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just have to like kind of let it.
That's so sad.
But I don't think they do that
Yeah.
anymore.
But like that's enjoyable to watch for weeks.
I guess so.
NASCAR was crazy.
No, I guess you just post up at a checkpoint and be like, yeah, and then you just go home.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant you were like just like your family's coming over. You're just watching it on TV for
at
weeks.
the finish line just for weeks. Like, oh, I can't wait to see who's in first. No.
Guys are wearing merch.
Just standing there. No, but they like give like decent prizes. Like I think first place gets
Is
like
a dog they abandoned. You could have this.
no,
Fix them up.
They give you like a Dodge Ram like like the newest Dodge truck.
What the hell?
Yeah. And then last place also gets something. You have to like carry a lantern if you're last place across the finish line to like signify that you're the last person. And then you get like some sort of prize. I don't remember what it is, but like you get a prize for being last.
Can anybody do it?
I'm gonna pull my ear.
I mean, technically. But it's like pretty grueling because you like
Yeah, but
are
yeah.
just like outside in the like cold, like below freezing,
Yeah.
like just for weeks.
Yeah,
You ever
that's
watch Snow Dogs?
With Cuba Gooding Jr.
I think so. Yeah, that's what that.
Love that movie.
I think that's what that's about.
Yeah, or like about that
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
shit.
damn, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Were they all huskies?
Yeah, most of them.
Oh, okay.
Are
Damn.
there any like wolves?
Like Great Danes.
No, there might be wolves. Honestly, I don't know. I'm like pretty sure they're mostly huskies, but like, I mean, there might be.
Those are the people who are like juicing, like in other sports, but they like get a wolf.
Like, no, I swear it's a husky. Look, this is a birth certificate and everything. There's a scene over them. It's like literally a different color.
You open the birth certificate. It's just rough.
No. I don't know.
What's like the average temperature like over there though? At least like where you lived.
Where I lived, the average temperature in the summers it's like high 60s, low 70s. Really nice.
Not too bad, yeah.
But in the winters, it's been different. I think that because of global warming, like recently, it's been around like mid 30s.
Okay.
Which is not common.
Yeah. So what was it like growing up though?
Cold.
Oh, like in the teens or like single digits. I'd say that was average.
Yeah.
But like nowadays, like you could have a day where it's like in the teens and then the next day it would be like 40 degrees.
Damn.
And it's like not good at all.
Yeah. Were you guys ever like swimming in like the 60s?
Oh yeah.
Like,
You guys were psychopaths.
Yeah.
Dude, no. When I
here.
moved here, like I would walk outside and it would be like, in the morning.
Yeah.
It'd be like high 50s, low 60s, and I'd just be in like a shorts and like t-shirt.
You're sick.
And people would be like, "What the fuck are you doing? Are you not cold?" Like they're bundled up in like 2 layers, North Face on, everything. I'm just like, bro, this is like summer. Like, what do you mean?
weather.
Let's
go swimming. Yeah,
bro.
go to the
What are you
beach.
doing? Like,
Yeah, no.
how are you adjusted now? Like, how does it feel outside right now for you?
No, it's great. I love this weather. And I realize like as I get older, because I grew up in that weather, like I feel at home in that weather. So like I prefer colder weather now.
How are the summers for you here? Like, are they brutal?
Oh, it's so hot.
Yeah.
That was also another thing when I first moved here. My first summer here, I was like sweating like a motherfucker, and like I got like a shit ton of acne, and like I was not adjusting like well at all because it's just too hot. Like I literally like I wanted to like peel my skin off and just like not wear my skin. That's how hot it was, and I was just like, this sucks. But like it was still nice because like it was sunny and I could go to the beach.
It's getting worse. Like,
oh yeah,
crazy.
Was there like one high school in Anchorage? Or is Anchorage big?
Anchorage is pretty big.
Oh, okay.
There were a good amount of high schools. I'd say like over 10 high schools.
Oh, okay, damn.
Yeah.
Okay,
There were a lot of people. In Anchorage at least. I think the population of Anchorage is like 300,000.
Oh, whoa, okay.
That's pretty decent.
But the entire population of Alaska, I don't even think it's above 1 million yet.
Dang. I also heard that you get paid to live in Alaska. Did you guys get paid?
Yep.
What do you mean?
We get a PDF.
PDF?
We get PFD.
Money.
We get a paper. We get paper. PDF. No, we get PFD. And it's you get paid every year to be a resident in Alaska. They're actually stopping that this year. This year was the last one.
That's the thing. They made fun of that in the Simpsons movie, right?
Oh, did they?
Where he drives into the thing. Like they first drive in Alaska and they just give him $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, probably. You get every year. I think this year's was like $3,000.
Oh,
but every single resident,
every
even
single
to kids?
resident. Yep.
What? Would you spend? Wow, we had stimmy checks. We thought that was crazy.
No. But this year was different though. It's because this was kind of like the last year. Like normally it would probably be like, I would say like 1,200. Which is still like a decent amount of money.
That's chill, just to be living.
Yeah.
So what's the point of it though? Like, what's the reason?
Just like incentive, I guess, just to be
like
living in
keep you
Alaska.
there,
Yeah,
like,
just to keep you there.
Yeah,
literally.
That must be really bad.
My God, I'm so depressed and I hate it here, but I get $1,000.
Down payment on a Honda.
Exactly. I think that it was cool and I definitely like benefited off of that. But now I'm just like, well, you guys aren't even giving it out anymore. So like, there's no point for me to like go there anymore.
How would they know? How would they know that you're a resident?
Like taxes, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Like even though you've been living here, were you able to just be like?
Yeah, I technically still file my taxes in Alaska.
Whoa.
Because
So have you been getting that PFD?
yeah.
Crazy.
I got
it
it for this year, and then I think starting next year, I'm probably gonna like say I'm in a California taxpayer. Yeah.
What's the tax like for? Because you're getting paid on TikTok, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is it like?
Well, that's untaxed, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, it's untaxed.
It's untaxed.
Yeah.
Have you done
Taxes
this out, yeah,
suck. Yeah, dude, no, taxes
Yeah, we might get our last
suck.
CM. One of our guests said he hasn't paid tax in 5 years. We're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, good.
Just whisper in my ear.
No, the
It's on
taxes,
tax
dude. When did you guys start paying taxes? What age did you have to start like worrying about that?
I'm not there. My parents.
Well, more. I've always had like
Yeah.
I've always had jobs that like kind of just did it. So I would just get the form and I would just take it to like tax guys. But I think I started doing that like probably like 2016, 2017. So I've been doing it for a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that last year for me was the first time I really had to like do it on my own, like find a CPA and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But taxes suck.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they take so much money from you.
Yeah, it's a fucking bitch.
And like I realized, like I feel like growing up, whenever I see like on the news, like this person is arrested for doing tax evasion, I'm like, oh, that person sucks. And now I'm like,
You get it. Yeah, come on,
I
like,
mean, it's just like, you know, I get it. But yeah, they take, because like now, especially in California, like they do income tax and then they do estate tax.
yeah,
Oh,
And they're two separate taxes.
dang.
it's a fucking nightmare, dude.
I remember. What's the word? Not lobbying. No, lobbying. I think lobbying. Because in Europe, you don't have to do taxes because they already have all the records. So like they pretty much took the taxes out already.
Oh,
So you
really?
don't have to pay them, or like they're not gonna pay you back. So they take exactly what they need. But in the
Yeah.
U.S., apparently, like TurboTax and like all these tax like applications, they lobby like government, so we could have to manually keep doing taxes, even though they pretty much have all the information.
So like they can keep making money and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
so they
Yeah.
keep making money. That's what Turbo. That's what I
infuriating,
heard. I don't know if that's true.
yeah,
I don't read
That
the
makes
news.
sense.
Don't believe. Yeah, but that's what I
Yeah.
heard. Because Europe, no one complains about that.
yeah.
But they do get taxed in Europe. It's just that they already do it for you. You don't have to do it yourself.
They have free school.
Yeah, they get free school.
And they have better fruit.
I've never heard that before.
They have better fruit. Y'all ever heard of this before?
What part?
Have you
No.
been there
They-
before?
No, well, yeah, I have. I didn't. Yeah, actually, no. The produce is better. Like it literally tastes different.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like if you have apples, for instance, like apples here, you know what an apple tastes like.
Yeah.
But in like France, if you go to like a corner store and get an apple, it
Apple.
tastes.
So rich.
What'd you say?
Apple.
Is that what it's called? Did you say French?
It's a French accent.
Oh, okay. Oh, got you.
French fry.
Got you. Oh, okay. French fry.
Texas.
Oh, yeah. Wait, you're from? You've been there.
I've been in France. I went once. I was at an Airbnb and then a pipe exploded and there was water all over our Airbnb and and the person who owned the Airbnb got mad at my family and we're like, we didn't do anything. She's like, it was kind of 50-50 our fault, your fault. We're like, we didn't do anything. She's like, well, you happen to stay here. I just happen to own it.
They're just like trying to bargain. Okay, like maybe 60-40.
French people are mean though. Like,
Really? You think
they were
so?
I remember I was like, me and my family, like we were carrying all our check-in luggage from the subway. We were just struggling to like read signs and we didn't know where to go. And we're like, hey, excuse me, do you know which street this one is? They're like, yeah, obviously it's that one. And I was like, oh, obviously. Fuck your apple. Yeah, I don't know. Because I think they're more straightforward and I think they hate tourists.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I heard this thing. I think Sal was talking about it when he went, and he was saying that like here, like there's like that thing where everybody's like fake nice to each other.
Yeah.
And it's like over there, like they don't like, it's not necessarily that they're dicks, but like they're not gonna put up that mask. Like they're just gonna be who they are. Like,
Yeah, that's
you know
kind
what
of
I
cool
mean?
though,
Like,
because
yeah.
it makes it more.
it's more raw.
I remember hearing this on a podcast like with comedians. In LA, everyone's nicer, but it's harder to make friends. In New York, everyone's kind of meaner, but it's easier to make friends because everyone's like honest all the time. But like in LA, people be like, oh, I
see
love
that.
your stuff. But then
definitely see
Yeah, it's
that.
all
they could
fake
be
shit
lying.
here. Like, yeah.
How often you run into like Hollywood? Do you do TikTok meetups with other TikTokers?
Not intentionally.
Oh, it's
I'll like
a-
see them though.
Oh, okay. You know,
I
they're
mean,
like,
interesting.
"Hey."
Yeah, no, sometimes I've definitely met some people who I didn't expect them to be the person that they were, like at all. Like their online persona is completely different.
Yeah.
Or they're just exactly the same.
Wow.
Like I would think that they're like putting on a character and like performing, but like that's just who they were. And I
It's
was
really
like,
crackheads.
that's
Is that
low-key
good or
kind of-
bad, though?
No, it's bad. It's like I think that they're just like, you know, being funny on the internet and like kind of like pretending to kind of act like a dick or something
Yeah.
like that. And then
They're
I'll
really-
meet them and they're like actually like that. I'm like, oh,
That's weird.
Is that
okay,
us?
that's weird.
Yeah. You never collabed with anybody?
You guys.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's
Crazy.
No, you guys.
Oh, dope.
That's sick. Yeah, that's good.
We're doing something right.
Yeah, I have before, and like, I know for me, I personally like to make videos just kind of like on my own because like I plan out a lot of like skits and stuff like that, like myself, like in my own head.
Yeah.
And I feel like not many people would be able to like understand or be able to do what I envisioned. But like at the same time, there are instances where like other people can do something that I would have never thought of and be like, oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I personally haven't worked with too many people or like made videos or collabs with many people, but like I don't really like seek out for it, I guess.
Yeah.
Because like I think it's preference. I know a lot of people like obviously like have the TikTok houses or like the TikTok groups and like they like sort of go off riff off each other and like make videos together all the time. And I think that's cool. But I just don't really do that.
Yeah, but obviously like you're doing well without it too, so it's kind of like
It's like I don't need to. I definitely think that like in the perspective of like the audience, like it'd definitely be like, oh my god, he's hanging out with them, and like create drama.
We should do that. Let's do it for this one.
Like, oh my god, Aldus! Oh my god, racist!
No. That's what you should think when you watch this.
For real, bro.
Why the hell are you watching? Don't subscribe.
Yeah, I I'm not watching these like at all.
I'm not watching.
Yeah.
Like, we're at 366 subscribers.
Yeah.
What?
Like
Why?
when I edit them, I put headphones on and listen to music.
you like you kind of just like try to read my lips. And try to
Like I don't even care. Like I'm just. I'm like, this part's great. Cut it out.
Yeah. Just know there's like more hits, but we don't want to put it out because we don't want subscribers. So remember, don't press subscribe, don't press the bell, do not comment, do not follow our Instagram, do not like our TikToks, don't like our stories. Don't even click off this video right now.
For real. We have so many followers on Instagram right now too. Like it literally makes no sense.
Yeah, what is it? 2,000, 30?
2,000.
That's
Stop it.
Stupid. That's real stupid.
Get some help.
Stupid.
Hey, do it.
What
Stop
the hell?
it. You stop it.
Hey, you stupid. Stop rushing. Stop rushing. You guys first. All right, but go back to sleep. You shouldn't. Don't watch this.
If you like listening to
me,
don't.
Your weighted words.
Wow, Dylan.
All right. Now enjoy this episode. Back to the episode.
bye guys.
I remember I went to like this one TikTok house for like I think I told the goat wrangling job. I had to go and then like it looked like I feel like influencers they're like they must be well off first before they can go into influencing, right? Because like we went to this house and it was like everyone had a G-Wagon, everyone was like in their 20s, and then it looked like a Meet the Robinsons home, and then they had like a private gym and they rented out goats for like 3 hours. I'm like, where do you guys work? Like, is this how much does like TikTok pay?
No, TikTok itself doesn't pay that much.
Yeah.
It's mostly the brand deals.
Oh, okay.
How many brand deals do you have?
It usually comes like they just do one campaign with you, and then like it's not usually like a contract. Like they can do that.
Yeah.
There are some brands that are like, we'll sign you for like 6 months and you make this many videos for us.
Oh, cool.
But most of the deals that I've done have just been like one and done. And like that,
a better question is like, how often are you getting those?
it depends on what time of the year it is.
Okay.
Like around seasons, definitely starts picking up because like obviously brands want to promote more.
Yeah.
Compared to maybe at like the beginning of the year, it'll be a little bit slower.
Yeah.
Just because like Q1, everybody's starting back into things. I think it really depends. You can't really like predict.
Yeah.
Which is like one kind of bad thing about social media, especially if you're trying to start out.
Yeah.
Is that like you'll start getting money, but like it won't be consistent.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing with like any for acting, for being an artist, like anything like that. Like it's kind of inconsistent until you like do it more and more.
Yeah.
And then definitely getting like a manager and like an agent. It's like definitely helpful.
Do you have a manager or agent right now?
Yeah, dude, I've been having to hop around a bunch though, because like you have to find people that mesh well with what you do and like also like who you are, because like some people might, you know, specialize in this field that you might not necessarily specialize in.
Mm-hmm.
Like for instance, like you might have a manager or an agent that works with a lot of other like YouTubers or like musicians or streamers, and then but you like make fashion videos, or you are mostly on TikTok or Instagram, and it's like those people have connections but not really the right connections, if that makes sense.
Ah, okay. Did they find you or did you find them for your manager?
It's been a mixture. I think that in the past I've found a couple and then a couple have found me. Actually, no, that's a complete lie. I just think about it. No, I found all of them. I reached out to all of the managers I've worked with in the past. I think it's a learning thing. Like, especially within this field, like people want money, you know, and like they'll kind of like pretend to be like, oh my God, like we care about you, we'll do everything for you. And then once you start working with them, they're like,
they don't really care.
we're trying our hardest, you know. Not saying that like anybody that I've worked with in the past have necessarily done that, but it's like it definitely is a thing that happens.
It has to be like, I feel like we're a really good manager, like they have to actually genuinely fuck with your stuff. Like, Tyler the creator, he said his current manager right now, he's had the same manager ever since. He said it was like, his name's like Clancy. Yeah, Clancy. He's sick. Like I think there was like 2 managers before Tyler blew up, but like Tyler did a show with like 10 people, like it was all his friends, and then I think he got paid like $300 and he split with all his friends. And then Clancy was like, hey man, good shit, get that, hell yeah. And then the other manager was like, hey man, like good shit, but if I was your manager, you know, I'd only take 10%. Like he was like prioritizing the money over like, well, Clancy was like, dude, like I know you're gonna blow up and this is sick, and I hope you, and I know you're going to, I don't know if I'm gonna be your manager, but like, hell yeah. And I feel like that's the real connection. I feel like that's so hard to find, because like everyone in LA is trying to do like just make shit and try to pop off.
I think it just comes down to just kind of like just being around people like frequently and just kind of just seeing what they're about.
It is like, especially being here, like a lot of people who like try to get into the industry but like aren't here. I think being here makes such a big difference, because it's not necessarily that like you're doing more work here, but you're just like you're in it, you know, and you're part of it, and it's like a living organism that you're just submerging yourself in. So yeah, I think that like it's definitely important to find somebody that cares, because like I've definitely had interactions before where like somebody will hit me up and be like, hey, like I like your stuff, like let's do this collaboration. I'll be like, okay, cool. And I'll be like, I'm currently like out of town right now, and they'll be like, okay, like what's your Instagram? Like, oh, what's your TikTok? And I'll be like, did you just say you like my shit? Like, why are you asking me? Like, what? Like, they're like, oh, what kind of content do you usually make? I'm like, dude, you were the one. What do you mean? Like,
DM me.
You're the one who messaged me. Like, why are you asking me this stuff?
Hey man, thanks for reaching out. What?
And it's like, or it'll be like, hey, like really interested in like working with you. If you're interested in us, please fill out this timesheet and like, or like this form, and like we'll get back to you. And I'm like, what? Is this just like are you just sending me a form to fill out? You don't really like, it's just like you can clearly tell eventually like who, like people who actually want to work with you and care about you compared to people who are trying to meet like a deadline.
Or like business.
It's like quota thing. Dude, I remember I had a meeting like with this one manager, and then he was like, yeah, like dude, I want to sign you on. He's like, I'm new to this though, but yeah, I hope to get you on. I'm gonna go back to my office. And then he was like, but I don't feel like going back. I'm just gonna go play like Angry Birds on my phone for an hour. But I'll catch you man later. I'm like, oh, that dude has no work ethic.
Wait, did I say that?
It didn't work out.
Angry Birds. What year was this?
This was like
this year.
4 months ago. This was 4 months ago.
He's like,
he was like, I'm new to this junior manager thing, but I'm just gonna go play games on my phone. Angry Birds. I'm like, fucking grow up.
I haven't played Angry Birds since like
2012.
12? Yeah. Like, holy shit.
He was a 12-year-old.
Oh my god. That's crazy. Oh, it's a 12-year-old. Oh, that's crazy.
He was like, he had like a long suit, and it was like 2 kids standing on each other.
Oh yeah. What's you've watched BoJack, right?
I haven't watched BoJack.
Oh, you haven't watched? Have you watched BoJack? What's the kid? Oh, have you gotten to? No, okay.
You're about to ask me characters' names? Like,
no. There's like a recurring character in the show that's like literally just a kid in a trench coat, like a really big trench coat.
Oh, okay.
And like he's like, I'm I think his name was Vince. He was like, I'm Vincent. He was like, I'm Vincent the man. And like, I do business stuff at my job. And then like, he like has a relationship with like a full on adult and like pretends like, but he's like obviously a kid, but like you can never tell because like he never takes off the coat and he always talks about being busy and like he has a job that he goes to. Yeah, he's a recurring character. And it's like, is this a kid or not? Like,
Did they ever reveal it?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Damn, a fucking cliffhanger when the show ended.
Yeah. Yeah.
God damn.
It's a good show.
What have you acted in?
So far I've mainly acted in mostly student films and like smaller gigs.
Yeah.
Ooh, that video we did with Max, the Jake Sing one.
Oh yeah.
Did you already see it? The cut that Max did? I think he finished it like last week.
I think I saw.
It's really good.
I saw the first half of it because he sent it to me while I was on a plane, and then I forgot.
You got green text.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No. I like got it as soon as I was like taking off, and I like couldn't open the file, so I was like, oh shit, I would just watch this when I landed, and I didn't see it. But it was fun. Like I'd like those kinds of like little like music videos that like either friends or like my cousin. He also makes music.
Oh, cool.
Like I did a music video with him. Just like small stuff here and there.
Yeah.
I think that I just got like a serious acting like manager and like agent.
Oh, cool.
So I'm definitely like looking to like audition for more roles, which is one thing that I realized, like when you're acting and especially in LA, like if you're submitting yourself all the time, like it's hard to find like the good roles. Like you always go on Actors Access and you find like student film, USC student like org, like
unpaid,
non-union. Yeah, you get a copy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And like it's like 12-hour day. And it's like okay, yeah, cool.
I think I don't know. I don't want to do those. I feel like everyone we know, I feel like, or no, it's kind of like we'll do it for people we know, but I'm not gonna drive to Cerritos.
Yeah, for like a random ass like person. Yeah, exactly. And like, but like that's all you like really find like on your own.
Yeah.
And definitely having a person that's like already been in the industry, like have those people that they already know, like casting directors, like they know about the auditions that are like bigger, like Netflix shows, like Hulu. CBS, all that.
How much do you pay for like guys like that though?
It's usually cut, so like it'll be like 10%.
Okay.
Yeah, so like if you get paid, then they get paid.
Okay, that's not cool.
Yeah, it's not one of those things where like you pay them and then they do the work. Like, it's not really fair because they can just like say they're doing something, but not really.
There's on Actors Access scrolling with you.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I think that. By the way, do I get paid tomorrow? Can you sell me? Yeah, can you sell me like right now? No, it's they do it pretty fair. I think that definitely finding a person that won't take advantage, which is I think hard to find at the beginning because you don't really know what to look out for.
Yeah.
But it's been a good experience.
What was like a drawing point where you're like, this manager sucks?
I think at a certain point, I realized that I was sort of being underpriced with brand deals because I obviously have friends that also do social media and stuff like that and like are like influencers and stuff like that. And I talk to them about like brand deals that they do and like the like money that they get and like how often they get brand deals. And I'll be talking to them and they'll be like people with relatively smaller platforms. And they talk to them and they'd be like, oh yeah, I do this deal for like this amount of money. And I'd be like, oh my God, like that's way more than I'm getting paid. Like, why are you getting paid more than me when like, I have like, more to sell.
More reach.
Yeah. So at that point I was starting to get like, I wonder like what's going on. So I reached out to like my management and stuff like that, and I would be like, "Yo, what's going on?" And be like, "I don't know. Like, I guess it's just like how the market is right now." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, I guess."
No, you just suck.
No, and then but like at the time, like I didn't know better because like I didn't have anything to compare it to.
Yeah.
And then when I started working with my new management, like I would send them like because usually brands reach out to you like in your email.
Yeah.
And they like send me a brand and I forward it to them and like have them handle all of it and they come back to me with like a quote and like deliverables and stuff like that. And my new management, like they came back to me like recently with a brand deal and they were like, here, like this is the brand we want you to work with, or like the brand that reached out to you, this is the amount of money that they're like offering. And I was like, oh my God, this is like way more money than I can get like for the past couple months. Like that's crazy.
Dang.
So it's like it's really just like it's easy for you to sort of undervalue yourself
Yeah.
without knowing really.
Yeah. Did you react that way once you got that offer? You're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This much.
Oh, yeah.
Did the manager see you react that way?
Yes. Well, I think
okay.
that like
I think it might be bad doing it.
it was a mixture of like me telling them how much I usually get paid and them being like, really? Oh my god!
Are you alive?
Yeah, and exactly. And like, are you okay?
I see your ribs.
And then a mixture of that and then being like, oh my god, like this is great, and be like, yeah, this is what you deserve, and I'm like, okay,
insane.
That makes sense.
That's sick. Because I'm doing like this tour guide job, and like I trained 2 times. First time, I got paid like I think like 10% of like the tip, and then the second time, a dude split it with me like 50%. I was like, oh my gosh, really? He's like, yeah, and I'm like, I'm sure. He's like, yeah, and I was like, hell yeah, and I went home.
Like, you know what? Give me that back.
Yeah, no. And then now every time I go on a tour with him, he gives me less because I over celebrated. And I'm like, it's like if I'm about to have sex with, a girl, I'll be like, really? You let me go? Oh, yeah. He's like, I'm not giving you.
Wrap it up.
He's like,
Wrap it
I
up.
don't really want to.
That's what I learned. You have to keep your cool.
Yeah. It's definitely having to sell yourself because that's what you're doing. You're selling yourself,
Yeah.
and like if you don't know how to sell yourself, you're
Sell
just gonna
yourself
get
short.
whatever you get.
Yeah, it's real.
I remember when I first, my God, I remember the first like ever brand deal that I got. It was for this brand, this like men's hygiene brand, and they like wanted me to promote their like body wash, shampoo, like deodorant and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, cool. Like this is great. I've never had a brand reach out to me before. And they're like, we'll give you like $500 for you to make one video that's like 60 seconds long. And I was like, okay, great. $500. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's like half my rent. No, it's more than half my rent.
It's my rent. It's my rent for my tent. Rent for my tent.
Yeah, so I was like, this is great. I was super pumped. I like made a full video and it was good. And like I made it like, I think that was like 50 seconds long. And like it did well. Like it wasn't like one of the ones like people were like, oh, it's just an ad, I'm gonna scroll. Like it like organically like got a lot of views.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, like this is great. And then like I like sort of took that with me. I was like, man, I can like get a lot of money with this and like this is awesome. And then like a couple months later, I like was talking to one of my friends and I was like, yeah, like my first brand deal ever, I got like $500 and it hit like 700K views.
Dang.
Which is a lot for especially for a brand deal.
Yeah.
And they were like, you got $500 for that? And
You're like,
I was
yeah.
like, yeah. I'm like, oh, that's so much. And they're like, my God, you got fucking ripped off. I was like, what?
Oh,
Like,
so you're not a virgin?
yeah,
Because
no.
you just got fucked.
Yeah, I just got fucked. And I was like, damn, holy shit. So like that really opened my eyes.
How
I was
much
like,
would
oh,
they say
wow.
you should have gotten paid?
For 700,000 views?
Well, so how would that work though? Because obviously you can't calculate the views before.
Yeah, you
like,
What was your
Is-
following at?
At the time, I think it was, I would guess probably like 300K.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is a lot.
Yeah.
Does it go by like what was it called CPM or whatever?
Yeah, I think
What's that?
It's like basically like every 1,000 views or whatever they do it by like
Yeah.
then you get that much per hour or per thing.
Count
like
per.
$30 per thousand or something.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Yeah, no, I usually don't take deals like that because like that's how brands really kind of like sort of get you, because what they're paying for isn't the views. You're paying for you. You know, like they're not paying for the video to do well. They're paying for you to promote the video on your platform that has this many followers.
Yeah.
So like brands that are trying to like say like, oh, we'll give you $30 per 1,000 views, which is like pretty decent. Like if you ever get a brand deal like that, like that's pretty decent.
I feel like it would make more sense to be like, so you get an upfront, like they're gonna pay you this, and then afterwards you get like for however many views, like they're gonna keep paying.
Yeah,
you.
exactly, and that's
that would make
ideal.
sense, yeah.
You should always get upfront payment.
Yeah,
but yeah, most brand deals, it depends on one, how many followers you have, and two, how good your engagement is. So like if you get like 1 million views, but like only like 10,000 people like it, like yeah, a lot of people saw it, but like nobody really engaged with the content. Whereas if you get like 100,000 views, but like 60,000 likes, like that's great. That's really good. And brands will pay for that.
Wait, so how much do you think you should have gone paid for that?
For that?
For the face one?
Like,
not the face, the shampoo and conditioner?
At least 1K.
Dang.
Like considering that, like, yeah, I did have like I had 300,000 followers, which is a good amount, but like it's not like comparable, like relative to like, you know, the big TikTokers out there. Like it's not that big.
Yeah.
I think that at least, especially for how much time I put in, and like I promised 60 seconds, whereas I could have just made like a 10-second video that was just like a trend that was like, oh, look at this, you know, and just put closed captioning.
Yeah.
But I like took time to like write a script out and like edit the video and then like, you know, make it look good.
Yeah.
And it was like 50 seconds long, and they should have definitely paid me for that.
Yeah.
Dang. Do you have to sign a contract for that, or is it?
Oh yeah.
Oh okay.
But like I said, it was my first brand deal, so I was like,
live and learn.
I want the money.
Yeah,
that's
that's right,
great.
yeah.
I've never been paid for this before, and I think it's definitely an experience that like
Yeah.
I don't like think, oh, I regret it or anything.
Yeah.
It was definitely a learning experience. And it was my first brand deal. I'll remember it for like the rest of my life.
That's
Yeah, 500 first one. That's pretty cool.
That is
Yeah,
really,
that's pretty cool.
We'll get that right now. We have a promo code for Manscapes right here. It's get 10%. No, we don't. Because that's the only deals you can get if you don't have a phone.
podcast.
Yeah,
They go, they put the fucking code in, it adds $10 to the fucking. You're welcome.
That's
we get
hilarious.
$2. Have you ever done one of those deals where it's like, hey, here's a promo code, get 10% off, and you're gonna get a little bit of it? You done
No,
that?
I don't.
Okay.
I mean,
feel
I
like
get those
deals-
all the time, but
Yeah.
like
I feel like those are like the worst.
they're the worst because like you're not gonna get
Who's
paid
gonna
that
go
much.
buy
Like
that?
nobody's really gonna. You're not. That's the other thing. Like brands aren't paying for people to necessarily buy their products. They're paying for the product to be put in front of a person's face.
Yeah.
Because then they'll remember it. You know.
Yeah.
Marketing 101. I was an econ major before I did TikTok.
Oh, dang.
So I thought, honestly, like I felt like the fact that I studied econ and like marketing for like 2 years before I switched over to social media and theater, it definitely helped me out with that.
That's segue.
Yeah, it was because like that's what it is. Like
Yeah.
social media, is like a bunch of trends. You're trying to like either look cute or be funny or try to be cancelable. I don't know. However you want to take social media. But it's like none of that matters unless you know how to like get a person's attention and like sell yourself. So
Damn, you have no range. We all filming comedy for the past 5 years.
well, no, but that's also good too.
$20.
No, I think that like honestly, like working on your craft though at the same time is equally, if not more valuable, because like especially in the acting industry, like there's so many talented actors and actresses out there that people just don't know because like they've never really had to sell themselves that hard, or like they don't have the knowledge or the resources to be able to like get in front of like big people.
Yeah.
But they're really talented and they've been doing it for a long time and they're passionate about it.
Yeah.
And it is really just a matter of that one moment finally when they hit gold.
Yeah, just meet the right person.
Meet the right person and have the resume and the skills to back it up, and then they're set. I think that there's a lot of like respect in going to do that too. So it's like man, you don't need to be econ major.
I appreciate you. Yeah.
Dropping out.
Alrighty, we're gonna transition into our next little segment.
Real quick, I wanted to ask about like, what does your family think of like you going
that's a
into
great
all
question.
that? I was curious.
Yeah, what
to
do you
know.
say to like? Are you first generation? Are your parents from Korea?
What classifies first generation?
It's if your parents aren't from the U.S.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Oh, okay.
My sister, I have an older sister, like technically first gen, but she's like 11 years older than me. So
No, it's like, but your parents came here and had you here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm first gen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
like, are they like the stereotypical Asian parents, where they're like, "What the fuck is? What's this ring light for?"
This light. Why is his phone making noises? Who is that? I show a video, like, who is that? I don't know them.
Cool live streaming with someone.
What is Twitch? They legitimately said, I tried doing Twitch one time. It was so wholesome. They were like, what is Twitch? And I was like, we see you promoting it all the time on your TikTok. Like, what is are you twitching? And I was like, it's like it's another platform. Yeah, it's another platform. They're like, oh. At first, so I wanted to do acting before I even started considering social media.
Yeah.
I've liked social media for a long time, and I've wanted to, I'm like, I was like one of those kids that, like, made a YouTube channel when they were 12 and like tried to like become YouTuber. Like,
Yeah. I feel like everyone had that phase.
Yeah, they did. And like I definitely wanted to do that. It was funny because in high school there was like do you guys have zero period or like
Lunch?
No, like zero period. It's like it's class before school.
Like a homeroom, kind of.
Oh.
No. It's like you go to school earlier.
Oh, so it was like you're making up stuff. Like
no, it's not. It's just a really class.
Oh, just a really early class. Oh yeah, we had first period, but it wasn't zero.
They just call it first. I think. Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, because everything would start on second period for my high school.
Oh really?
And then, like first period would be like year zero period probably.
Oh okay, yeah. So we had that, and like in high school I like took electronic communications class because they just specialized in working on cameras and computers. And like I took it because I was like, oh, I want to like start my YouTube career by like taking this class and like having so much time. But then I never woke up first class for school. I would just always go tardy and late, and like I would just end up going to school like at first period.
Yeah.
So like I dropped out. I got like a C in that class. That was the first class I ever got a C in, and my parents were furious.
Dang, dude.
But
I think they
anyways,
stopped that because like people or like kids would just not show up.
Yeah, it's like
First periods?
Yeah.
I think at least that where we went to high school.
Oh, I didn't know they stopped it.
I think so. Yeah.
Dang.
Oh damn.
But
Aw.
continue. What were you gonna-
Yeah. But anyways, I segued off that. I wanted to do acting after taking my first acting class in freshman year of college.
Yeah.
So I have never tried acting before college.
Yeah,
And,
me
like,
too.
Yeah.
Being there, I was like, "What the fuck is zip zap zop?" I don't know.
Yeah, I've never heard of this before. You guys are weird.
And then everyone's so good. Oh fuck! I gotta start playing zip zap zop.
Cause like I grew up in a very like white area, and like I want to be cool, and all the cool kids did not do theater. Like most places, like theater kids are not cool.
What'd they do? They smoke cigarettes? Was that the cool thing?
No.
I still think that's a cool thing.
It's
Pretty cool.
It's
I
aesthetically
see
cool.
it when I went to school in Boston. Everyone was doing cigarettes and I've had can I try one?
Yeah, and I had never even considered doing it before because I was like, that's weird, like whatever. And I took my first acting class because I had to fulfill like a general education requirement, and I fell in love with it. And I was like, wow, this is so fun. Like I really like playing pretend in front of all these people. And like I went home that following summer, and told my parents, I was like, I really want to try acting. And they're like, fuck no. Like, we're not letting you do that. Like you can like take another class, but like that's it. Like you're gonna stay like an econ major or like try engineering or do that, something like that. And so I was like,
Wait,
man,
you already had a
sucks.
following at that point?
No.
Oh, you didn't have one to. Oh, okay.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, so like I did that, and I really wanted to do acting, but like I had no way into it. And like my parents were like, you're never gonna do that. And I was like, okay, well, whatever. I'll just continue doing, econ. And then COVID hit. Went back home. I had so much time on my hands. I just like started making TikToks for fun. And then eventually like one video went viral. And I was like, oh shit, that's sick. Like I've never had this viral of a video before. Like, let me see if I can like make another one. And then I would keep doing it over and over again. And then like eventually like I did TikTok like seriously. And I was like, oh wow, like I can actually like, this is actually helping me a lot. And like eventually I never told my parents about it when I first started out, because I was like, they don't need to know about this. Like I don't want them to see what I'm doing and saying on the internet, because like, it's weird.
Yeah, that's how our parents feel.
Oh yeah, I can only imagine.
They're supportive.
It took a couple years, but
And then eventually it got to a point where people from my town like started seeing me on their For You page and be like, oh my god, well, you didn't know that you did social media like that. And it got to a point where like it got to my parents eventually. They were like, oh whoa, like we didn't know you were doing social media. And at the time I was like, I had no idea where they got that information. I was like, where'd you get that from? Where did you get that information? And they're like, no, you're like doing really well. And like, you have a lot of people that are like, commenting on your videos and they like it. And I was like, yeah, it's cool, I guess. And I went back to school that year, and I was sort of like starting to struggle because like I would try to do TikTok and I would do social media on top of doing school, and like posting like 2 to 3 videos a day while also like going to lecture and like doing homework is impossible.
Yeah.
Because you just don't have time for both. And
That sounds
eventually-
so hard too, because like being on social media, like you have to. I feel like you're never present.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you found that balance?
Well, I actually was struggling with that, and my parents saw it because like I would like reluctantly send my transcript to them because like they do it for like insurance, like you get like a like a better rate if I give them my grades.
Whoa, you get better insurance.
You know about that?
Yeah.
You have like a 3.0 and plus like
What?
AAA like docs your thing like they'll break
Yeah.
down.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Dang. Fuck,
good
I
number.
fucked up. Sorry, mom.
Yeah, I was never able to give my mom that, but continue.
Well, and they got to a point where like I was like struggling in school, and they were like they like called me one night, and they were like, hey, like, do you want to like take a gap year? And I was like, that's an option. Like I can do that. And, like yeah, and like you can like take a year off, try to take this seriously, and then like go back to school. And I was like, oh my god, that's like I never even considered that being an option.
That's so cool. Your parents were down to do that.
Yeah.
really
And at that point, I had gained enough of a following to like confidently like tell my parents like I want to do acting, and it had been long enough for them to like realize it wasn't just a phase.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, like you can switch into like theater if you want because like you have proof that you can do it.
Yeah. That's cool.
It's like sustainable too at that point.
Yeah, exactly. And like I took a gap year. I'm still on gap year.
Okay. Has it been more than a year, or like you're still like in that year mark?
Starting next month in January would be over a year.
Okay.
I don't plan on going back that soon.
Yeah.
Because especially UCSD, they let you take as long of a gap year as you
Okay.
want.
Oh,
like
cool.
you can just leave for 5 years.
Come
and
back at 50.
Come back and be like, hey, what's good? Yeah.
That's really cool. That's awesome. Shut the fuck up.
What did he say? Oh my god.
Hey, if you're in junior high right now, you're gonna see Han in a couple years of your school.
I think that honestly, like if I got to that point, obviously like best case scenario, like if I were to like become successful and would want to go back to school, I would definitely try to figure out a way to do the rest of it online. Cause like I think that would be hard. Cause like, you know, I still went to school when I was doing social media and like I wasn't famous, but I was like well known enough to be recognized on campus. And like that in itself was a little awkward because I would have like random ass people come up to me and like, oh my god, like can I take a picture? And I'm like, I'm literally studying for my midterm right now. Like, of course you can. I don't want to study for this. Exactly. But it was like it's like cool to see that happen, but at the same time, it's like
It got old.
I can't. No, it's not that it got old, but I can't imagine it becoming even crazier or like bigger than that. Because like, you know, you get to a point sometimes, or celebrities get to a point where like they literally can't go into public because like it's uncomfortable and like they would just be bombarded. And like I said, best case scenario, if I were to be able to be successful, like I would not want to put myself in that environment because it's stressful.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I'm still in gap year, pursuing social media and acting full time. Like that's good.
Yeah.
Do you plan to go back, or you're kind of like everything's been going well?
I miss it honestly.
Yeah, school is fun.
Yeah, school's
Just
fun.
like the schedule and the
Community,
social
like-
life.
Yeah,
It's fun.
there's a lot of
It's,
structure
like,
in school.
necessary.
Yeah.
I didn't think I would miss school at all. Like I was like, fuck school. I never do homework again. Like I don't have to look at numbers. Like,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, I mean, I miss having a place to go to where a bunch of people my age are just hanging out and like having assignments due. Like even though like it sucks to have assignments, like it feels nice to just like have to worry about that
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like nothing else really.
Like surviving.
Yeah, exactly. Because like as you're an adult, you just have to think about so many more things.
That's exhausting.
Yeah.
Are you lonely right now?
I was. Oh my god,
Yeah.
I was so lonely. I was glad when you guys texted me. I was like, I can see people.
I saved your life.
Yeah, but a week ago I was terrible. But also,
After this.
what are you guys doing? Sleepover? No, definitely the first couple of months I moved here, especially because like I knew a bunch of people that because I met Aldus through mutuals and like you guys were all still finishing school in the East Coast and like there was nobody here yet really, and I was just like I was here waiting for everybody to finish school, so I was just alone. I was like, man, I like do not know what to do with myself because like what do? Like I could sit at home, I could go to the gym, I can go eat food, and then what? Like, what am I supposed to do after that? Like, what's the point of this? Yeah. It definitely took some time to adjust. Yeah. But as people slowly started to like come out here and like I started to slowly socialize more, meet new people.
Where do you meet new people since you're not going to like school or have like a set place to go?
It's really just having friends that are here that just introduced me to new people, and then them being like, hey, you want to hang out at this place, or like, hey, there's an event that's happening, like you want to go there, and I would be like, yeah, sure, down. Cool. It's just slow bit up. I feel like especially when you move to a new place, that's a really stressful thing, like finding people.
Yeah, you have to be like open to like everything.
And having just one person that you know helps so much.
Yeah, it literally just takes one.
Yeah,
you're straight.
Yeah,
but we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna transition to our next.
I forgot about that. My God.
It's totally fine.
Blacked out. Where am I?
Great conversation.
So we have a segment where Aldus just posts on our Instagram a question, and I think this one, this is like anonymous. This one, and this time he asked, "What is your most traumatic holiday experience?" to our audience, and so this person said, "We were opening presents and my dad's fish tank exploded, no idea how, and flooded the living room and killed all my dad's fish."
Dude, that's
dinner.
Insane. That's
Oh my! Guess we're having sushi tonight. Shit.
That's low-key so depressing.
Yeah,
what the fuck,
dude? I would be so stressed. What do you even do after that?
Like you just have to sit in it for a little bit and just kind of contemplate what the fuck just happened.
Like, don't even clean up.
You just like wow. You're not doing anything. You're just like.
So you want to open that one next? Or?
It's wet.
I'll just flick the fish off. It's fine. No, I mean like that's a lot of water. You know,
100%,
like a lot of fish. Like
especially if you have carpet too.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah,
you just have to like put a bunch of towels on for the next day.
I wouldn't even want to deal with it.
I wouldn't.
I like hate cleaning up like liquid.
Yeah,
it's like the worst thing to do. Like,
oh, you're gonna kill me when I get up the seat.
Sorry. Oops. Yeah, that would suck. Yeah, and the glass too. Like, I never know what to do with glass or batteries. How are you supposed to display? No, dude, it says in the package. Don't throw this away.
I still throw them away. What do I do then? What the fuck? You gonna take them to an AutoZone? Like, just throw them away.
I guess.
Double lace my DirecTV remote.
Dude, I feel like there's gonna be an explosion if I put it in the trash.
Go to your house, you just have a room full of fucking batteries.
Yeah, that'd be so weird.
You want to talk about something, man?
No.
He's got them in his pockets.
I had presents for you guys, but not anymore.
He's like making sculptures out of them.
Yeah. That shit sucks.
You gotta take it to Best Buy. That's what you gotta do.
For real? You do that too?
Return them?
Even like, double A's?
Why? What's wrong with double A?
They just seem so simple enough to just.
It's like fuck it. They'll just kill like one bird.
They can explode. Yeah. Like if
See, that's why
there's enough pressure on them.
Yeah,
they can
like
explode.
if they put it in the garbage truck and it crushes it.
Exactly. Yeah.
It just explodes.
Imagine a truck.
Okay. Wait. So you didn't know about Best Buy though, right?
No.
So what have you been doing with your batteries then?
You just eat some.
We're gonna come over.
It's like I just go drop them off at the park. Yeah, I don't know.
Just set them on the table and think about it.
You have a 2-bed, 1 bath, and 1 bed's just
made of batteries. No, I just throw them away because I don't know what else to do with them. But wait, what do you do at Best? You just give it to him?
Well, I just found out about that right now too.
Wait, what do you do with the batteries?
I throw them away.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so you're proud of it.
I would understand. I'm not saying I'm proud of it. I'm not saying.
Let people know. You don't let people know.
I'm saying if they were bigger batteries, then maybe but I mean, it's just we're coming across double A's too often.
Yeah.
To be having a special method of getting rid of them. You know what I mean? That's just me though.
I always think that recycling is kind of hard to do because you don't really know what goes in recycling. Yeah. I always think in my head if I knew how to do this or if I knew any people who would be interested in doing this, would be make a video game about recycling.
Yeah.
Because like
You make it more common, yeah.
yeah, make it more common.
Yeah.
People can play the video game and be like, oh, this goes there, and then
Yeah.
like, but obviously make it fun. Don't make it all about recycling.
Yeah, you make it like about
Like a
GTA.
like a Grand
Straight
Theft
up
Auto.
GTA like
Open world.
throw away the bottle.
That's one of your
Mission is just like
missions. Yeah.
pick up a water bottle and drive it across the city to throw it away.
Put it in the right hole.
Yeah, put it in the right hole. Throw it this distance.
Yeah.
No, I think that that would honestly be really effective.
That's
Yeah.
unfortunately that's like a pet peeve of mine. Like, no, I don't really care if people do in public. I'm not gonna be like, yo, what the heck? But like, my sister does that, and I'm like,
Wait, what? Like if they don't recycle or
If
they
they
throw
just
batteries
do it,
away?
if they throw the wrong thing away.
Oh, yeah.
Like
I
straight
feel
up,
like at home, I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, there's a different brown bag next to the big bag for a reason.
or like straight up, I'll find like French fries in the recycling bin. I'm like, dude,
Oh yeah, this defeats the whole
Technically-
purpose.
Dude, you can reuse those though.
yeah, you're right. Make little French fry stick figures. Out of it.
No, I low-key, I recycle. Like I go and like I take them to like the places and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I make money from it. But it's also it's like
It's boba money.
it's a hassle. Like it's not like an easy thing to do and shit.
Yeah.
If there's more of them, as many Redbox locations as there are recycling plants.
Literally.
pop
True.
off.
Dude, that's
Yeah,
like
that's
a new.
true.
That could be like an app or something.
But I also heard that like
Drop
recycling.
cans off at Jared's house.
Bro, it actually does. If you guys have
You
any
get money.
fucking recycling that you don't want, like hit me up. I will come pick it up.
Oh,
I got you.
Wait, fuck, I want money.
Hey, no.
I
I have a truck. I have a truck.
have a sedan.
I have pockets.
I got my hands. My pockets have batteries in them. I guess.
Oh shit! I was just kidding.
Just sweaty.
No, but I heard some shit. Like something changed in like 2018, where like they used to do something like good with the recycling, and like now they're not doing the
Yeah.
proper thing with it. So it's like it's
I heard
not
they just gave
necessarily
up.
like
I heard they gave up.
yeah, they're
think
they're
it
just they're
depends.
virtually just throwing it away type shit. Like I don't know exactly like what's going on with it, but I heard like something changed.
Where does it even go? Where's our trash
That's
going?
that's exactly that's what changed. Like it used to go somewhere good. Like now I think they're just
I
fucking
think
disposing it.
it depends on the county because some
Yeah.
like Santa Monica, I think, doesn't even recycle or things like that.
God damn.
Yeah,
They also got rid of lift scooters.
really.
Yeah, they
Really?
got rid of
I
lift
hated
scooters.
those
They're
things.
pretty
Well, they were throwing them in the
nasty.
ocean, weren't they?
People were throwing in the ocean.
Yeah.
Like, people would throw them into the sand. People would
That's
fuck
why they have to
around.
get rid
Yeah,
of
people
them.
would fuck
Yeah, because
around.
we were just assholes, bro.
Damn.
I remember I saw a
anything
video.
nice. Like,
Someone was like on a city bike and they did a ramp into like a river.
That's hilarious.
And it's literally like,
I'll
oh,
do that.
It's not mine. I don't give a fuck. And they're pretty nice.
Yeah, they are pretty
It's like
nice.
$5 just for riding them, and now you could just like go
dude,
GTA on
there
them.
was a fucking app where you can make money off of like you collect them.
Oh, yeah.
and you charge them.
Oh yeah.
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 It was crazy. Some dude I was working with was telling me like, because like obviously like the ones that have been out longer and they really need to charge, like they'd be worth more. So some people would literally like take them and then just hold them hostage in their backyard until like the bounty went up on them. Like,
That's smart.
but then they were fucking catching on to it, so like they weren't letting him do it anymore. But
Dude,
I remember that.
my one friend was working for Bird Scooters for like a while. Like he was building them, and then after he quit his job, he drove to LA, broke the sensor on 2 Bird Scooters, and then drove them back home and fixed it. And now he has like 2 electric scooters.
Yeah,
That's-
that's something that
that's
people do.
smooth,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen people do that. People do that on college campuses too.
Whoa,
for real,
what?
bro, I try to steal one and it just starts yelling at you. Like,
Yeah, I want to know the way, because yeah, it does start
Oh, for
beeping.
real?
Like, there's probably like a button.
Yeah,
just
one
to
person
turn-
that's what they probably broke. They probably broke it there and did something to it there,
Yeah.
like disengage it, I guess. or
Yeah.
they-
Damn,
Yeah.
do that with cars, dude. I remember in San Francisco, I saw that people were just like, I think it was like college students were just flipping over smart cars.
Oh my
Just for
god,
fun.
that's so
Dude, those things are
disrespectful.
so funny.
disrespectful.
Yeah, I've always
Smart
wanted
cars?
to drive one.
I want their
but-
rear wheel.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're rear wheels.
For
You
real?
just
You
drift
just
them. Go
drift them?
canyon running.
That's
I
insane.
don't know.
Lucky, I mean, if they were fucking, you go in reverse and they were front wheel, you could still drift it.
Yeah, I always did the reverse 180.
Yeah,
Those are sick, dude.
that's
Fucked up
insane.
the Honda Accord. Well, you know what?
Yeah,
It was a good time.
yeah, it's beautiful, but
Smart cars are silly looking.
What?
yeah.
They're silly.
They're
looking.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
I can't pick someone up and like, hey, I'm
No.
here.
What's up, babe?
Is this your golf cart?
You know the thing? That's like one of the things. One of the many things that you cannot look good at while doing.
A smart car.
Like, what?
A smart car.
Yeah. Oh, I thought for some reason I thought you were saying like doing a smart car
That's
was
you, I'd fuck it.
unattractive. Yeah, but like
Out of all cars, which car would you fuck? I think Mini Cooper or
You
what's
would
that?
fuck a Mini
I
Cooper?
fuck a Mini Cooper or there's like those old Mercedes that like have falcon wings. Those are sexy.
mm.
G36.
I think
with a Raiders
I'm-
hat.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think I'm maybe biased because I really like cars, like the movie cars. It's like the Porsche.
Oh, hubba.
Sally.
Yeah.
God.
But she get that tramp stamp too.
Jeez
Yo, yeah.
Louise.
Mm-hmm.
Sally, did you just drift? Oh, fuck. That scene.
Yeah,
The way you open up that Cone Hotel.
that's crazy.
Oh.
I could put
Yeah,
you
you're
in-
fucking sick.
Yeah.
What the hell? Okay. Fuck, marry, kill. Porsche.
I like how this went from my family tragic event during a holiday. Like, all right, let's play fuck, marry, kill.
Fuck, marry, kill is sedan, Model Y, and a C63.
That was only one. Oh, you said Porsche?
Yeah, I don't even know what Porsche.
We'll say Sally.
Okay.
I don't even know.
Sally, Herbie fully loaded, and Lightning McQueen.
Ah, yeah.
Wait, what's the second one?
Like Herbie fully loaded.
Kill Herbie for sure.
Kill
Yeah.
Herbie.
Kill Herbie.
Herbie got personality.
Nah.
I'd probably fuck.
No.
Is it Lightning McQueen before or after the character development?
It's before. A little edge to him. Like he's a little. You work
I'd fuck him and then I'd probably marry Sally.
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
You agree?
I
But
agree with
now,
that.
like-
yeah, that's fine.
But there's like potential with Lightning McQueen. Like that's gonna be a star one day. And
Yeah, but I
he's-
mean, like, all he needs is you like stepping into his life to like derail him from like going to that character development that he needs.
yeah.
that's true. I could just
Yeah.
like.
There's
hey,
a lot
you
of
just
there's a
stand
lot
there and
of
fuck
like
all day.
a big emotional arc that goes, and you have to be there through
Yeah.
that. Where Sally is just like,
She's just
It's real
stable.
Yeah.
that's
She's
true.
along
got
for
her
the
shit
drive.
Then what if she's-
Yeah, she's along for
then-
the drive.
But there's like it's all expect. I want like some unexpected like oh shit Lightning's a little crazy. Oh shit Lightning just.
Well, that's why I feel
fucking-
like fucking him would be a little bit better.
No, but I think it'd be more. Oh, that's true.
That's
okay,
true.
maybe like in the 20s. It would be
What?
like in my 20s a relationship
okay.
with Lightning McQueen.
It's like,
when
what
I
are you
want to start.
what are you talking about? What 20s?
What do you mean?
The 1920s?
Back in the 1800s.
The Model T?
Oh shit! Fuck, I'm nervous.
That's Mary Kate.
That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary
Oh
Kate.
shit! Did you hear that? That was kind of insane.
Oh, wait.
Let's see here.
It's
I
light
was just trying to stop.
Is it? What do we need?
to turn it on.
No way.
That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate.
All right. We're in it.
Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm so sorry. It might be making you uncomfortable with how much I've been coughing.
I didn't realize you
I
coughed.
didn't even realize either. Yeah.
Oh, okay, say less. Perfect.
Oh, now we will.
All right, so
Wait,
now.
can we adjust the light a little bit, or try to get it to angle on him a little bit? There.
Is that better?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Sexy. No. Fuck.
All right,
Herbie.
so-
Fuck.
As you know,
McQueen. Fuck. Okay, yeah, sorry. what was that?
as you know, our podcast is called "I'ma Come Clean."
Hmm.
So now it's your opportunity to come clean about something.
Hmm.
Just don't say anything that might ruin your life.
Could be something like
Or
that.
do.
That
Yeah,
you
or you can.
you said something to somebody a while ago. It could be a pet peeve. It could be anything.
Be a regret.
Just get something
Your bank
off
account.
chest. Yeah, show us your numbers.
Your bank.
Send us some money.
You guys go hard.
What's that? Show your social security. Here's his home address right here. Put a bullet.
What's an example? What have people said in the past?
Somebody said like they peed themselves.
Nah, that's. I feel like that's
Somebody
common.
killed a dog.
Oh yeah, someone said they accidentally killed a dog.
That's bad.
You could say that you revived a dog.
That'd be
like,
crazy.
It's in the same universe.
Crazy.
This
You also
is-
don't feel pressure. You could take some time too.
Yeah, I haven't thought about this. I knew I had to. There's one time, the year 2019, the year before the pandemic. It was summer. I went to Europe on a backpacking trip for a month with two of my close friends. It was fun.
Yeah.
We went to 13 countries. Every country we spent like 3 days at.
That's amazing.
that's fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. One of the countries we went to was
Amsterdam.
No, I wish.
thought it was gonna
We
go
like
there.
barely didn't have enough time to go there.
Ah, dang.
Because we basically started from the south. We started in Italy and then made our way up and west.
Ah,
So we ended in like Barcelona.
that's sick.
But halfway through the trip, we were in Germany. Went to Berlin, and if you know anything about Berlin, you know that you would know that Berlin is the clubbing capital of the world.
I did not know that.
It is the clubbing capital of the world. We didn't know that either when we got there. So the night we got there, we're staying at a hostel. We stayed at mostly hostels. We got at the hostel and it was like midday, and we were like looking to party, you know, because like that's what you do in Europe. You go clubbing, you have a good time. So we go up to the man in front of the desk, and we were like, "Hey, we're here to check in, and also we want to know, do you guys have any good clubs around here?" And he looked at me and was like, "Yeah, we have good clubs." And we were like, "Okay, sweet. Like, what clubs?" And he was like, "Do you know where you are right now?" And we were like, "Berlin."
You look around, you're in a club. You're like, oh shit!
The walls just like go down. Everybody, it's just a flash mob. Everybody's sitting around as a pedestrian just starts dancing. That would have been sick.
Insane.
No, but like we were like, no, why? And he was like, if you didn't know, Berlin is the clubbing capital of the world. And we're like, what does that even mean? What does it mean to be the clubbing capital?
This
of the
they're
world?
saying this to you in English?
Yeah, they're saying this.
Okay.
Most of the hostels speak English because
Okay.
like it's a hostel,
Yeah.
and like they know tourists go
Same
there.
with brothels, they do that too.
Real.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
My experience.
What's with that?
Thank
No
you.
reason.
No problem. You were the one in the brothel.
Yeah, I was the one
Yeah, he
speaking
works
English.
there. Yeah.
No. As in, like, you were the one that they were coming to see.
I was interning that day. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
For sure.
An apprentice.
Apprentice. Apprentice at the brothel. Oh, I see. That is... okay.
So
Learning
we
a lot.
just
You just... Oh, wow. You're like acting all proper, and they're like, what are you doing?
I have like a napkin on my.
Fucking bib.
So yeah, he started explaining. He's like, yeah, Berlin has the biggest clubbing, like the biggest what am I saying right now? The biggest clubs in the world. Clubs that are so hard to get in, like celebrities can't even get in them.
Whoa.
They're like really uptight because the clubbing scene in Germany, they're very passionate about clubbing. They're not passionate about the partying as much. They're there to just be in a club and vibe out to like the music. They're really into techno, like hard shit. So you go into those places and like the only way you can get in is one, you have to speak German like fluently.
Damn.
Two, you have to act right. You can't be in line being all rowdy and stuff. Like you have to act chill. Like if the lines are like, yeah, you have to post up and like act chill.
Yeah.
Like the lines are like,
chill.
yeah, that's a valid. I didn't know you liked that. Yeah.
Look at his trucker hat, it's barely on his hat.
Oh my god, his pants are sagging only 2 inches. That's insane.
It's very
found him, boys.
And those lines can be like hours
Oh my gosh.
long, and like you could be standing there and then like get to the front, act strange to the bouncer, kicked out. Like you won't
Damn,
even be
I'd
able to go in.
Fuck, what a waste.
Yeah,
I'd probably risk it and be like, hey, daddy.
they would definitely say no. They would like turn you away.
It's my third time back.
So we were like, okay, we definitely can't get into those because we don't speak a lick of German.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, are there any clubs that we can go to? Like, oh yeah, like tourists like come and obviously want a club too. So there are some that are not as uptight. And today's a Monday. We got in it on Monday. So they're like, today's a Monday too. So it'll be like chiller. There's one club that I can recommend. It's called Kit Kat. We're like, oh cool, like we'll go to Kit Kat. We're like, yeah, it's super popular. Like a lot of young people go there. Great. We're like, okay, sweet. So like go put our stuff in the hostel and like put on our clothes, like get dinner and stuff like that. And then we meet another person in the hostel. His name was Greg.
That's a
If you're
very
watching this, Greg.
anticlimactic name.
I know it is.
Hey,
He's
Greg.
chill. He's nice.
Hi, Greg.
Hi, Greg. I don't know if you even would watch this. I
Maybe
don't think
he
he
will.
would reach you. He lives in the UK.
Oh,
And
hello,
there's
Greg.
so many
Send it
Gregs
to
in the UK.
Send it
you
to
can only
every British
imagine.
Greg.
Yeah, every British Greg out there.
Yeah.
And we like took a taxi together to go to Kit Kat. And we got there and we were standing outside and we were waiting in the line and we noticed that like a bunch of people were like kind of just like wearing underwear. Like just like either like really like not any clothes at all or just like they're in like boxer briefs or just like bra and panties. And we're like, what the fuck is going on right now? And we get to the front of the line and they're like, oh, you're here. Okay, well, yeah, it's like a $20 entry fee or 20 euros or whatever the fuck. We'll give you a line and then give us your clothes. And we were like, huh? What? And they're like, yeah, we'll give you this bag. It was a big plastic bag. We're like, give us your clothes and your phone, and we'll keep it in the bag. And we're like, what? And apparently,
They don't
at
even
this
work
club,
there.
huh?
They don't even work there.
I don't know. They just robbed us. No. And apparently that club, it was like a sex club.
Whoa.
Like it was designated for like sex. And
Only
Monday,
$20?
yeah,
That's
apparently.
We gotta fund a trip, boys.
Yeah. And Mondays were chill. So they were like, okay, you can like come in with just like underwear, it's fine. But like on Fridays and Saturdays, like you have to be
Butt
nude.
ass naked.
Yeah. And it was like, we were like, oh my God, thank God it's a chill night. Like, oh my God, I don't want to be seeing fucking.
Did you go
ass
in?
and- Yeah, we went in.
So
we stripped down, gave them our phones, and we went in. And the first room you walk into is just a big room with a pool. And like everybody's just like lounging around the pool and stuff like that. And it's indoors.
Yeah.
So we're just people lounging around. We're like, oh my God, there's a pool in this club. Like we've never been to a club that has a pool in it. And we're like super excited. Like, let's go in the pool. It's probably nice.
Yeah.
And then we gave it a second time. We were like, maybe actually not, because there's probably a lot of diseases in here. Consider that
Thousand
everybody's
Island dressing
naked.
floating?
Huh?
Is that Thousand Island dressing
Oh,
floating?
So yeah, okay, well, we got enough of the pool room. Let's like go to the next room. The next room was like this little area that divided into two. The right went to a bar, the left went to the dance floor. And we were like, okay, we'll split up. One of us goes get your drinks, and then the two go to the dance floor. So one of them went to the drinks, and then my friend and I went to the dance floor. Immediately, as soon as we stepped inside, just saw two dudes giving each other head. Just on a
Giving
couch.
each other head, so it was like 69.
69?
Yeah, it was 69.
Whoa.
Yeah, just on the couch.
Yeah.
Like it was nothing, and everybody around was dancing, having a good time, and like nobody was phased.
Did it smell in there?
No.
Wow.
It didn't
That's
smell.
impressive.
Great ventilation. Great ventilation. They got to figure it out.
Yeah, dude, they're doing something
Yeah,
right.
it was all right. And we were like, holy shit, that's crazy. Let's not stay here too long. And we like went to the middle of the dance floor, and we were like having a good time. We were like, oh yeah, this is fun, like techno music, whatever. We're dancing around. Friend comes back with drinks, leaves again to go get something, and then like 20 minutes pass, and she comes back, and she's like, hey, are you guys open to doing drugs tonight? And we were like, where the fuck did you find drugs? You were gone for like 20 minutes. And she's like, no, it's okay. There's a drug dealer at this club. You're like, okay, that's fine. They're like, no, you don't understand. There's a drug dealer at this club. And apparently in Germany, every club has their own designated drug dealer.
Whoa.
Just like legal,
It's not necessarily legal,
but it's like
but
thing.
it's so much part of the culture that
Yeah.
like it's better to have somebody that works at the club
Yeah.
that can sort through this shit
Yeah.
rather than just have sketchy ass drugs
Yeah.
come
Oh, that's
through.
cool.
So there was a designated drug dealer at that
it's almost like
club.
a bartender, like
Yeah, like
Whoa.
a bartender, but with drugs.
yeah.
And we're like, okay. And she was like, tonight's on the menu is Molly. And we're like, wow, okay. We've never had Molly before, but like, I guess if it's safe. She's like, yeah, I already like tested it. It's fine. Like,
How did she
She's like, I'm
test
rolling
it?
right now.
She's like, I'm rolling right now. No, she had done it before, so she just like rubbed it on her. I don't remember what she did. She rubbed it on her gums to like make sure like it was fine, and
Doesn't
then like
burn.
waited like. Yeah, her lips were falling off. She's like, yeah, it's fine. No, and she tested it, and she like waited like 15 minutes to see if like there'd be a reaction, and she was like fine, and she was like, okay, yeah, it's fine. She was like, yeah, no, you guys can take it, it's like totally chill. And then we were like, I guess like we're already here, if it's here and like it's safe, like might as well. Like, what, are our parents gonna stop us? No, because we're in
True.
college and we're
Yeah.
old enough, and we're in Europe, and what the fuck would they do? Just call them up and
Wait
be
a
like,
minute,
mom, okay, if I take Molly right now. So we took it, and like we were in the dance floor for like another half an hour dancing and stuff like that. People were just like, you know, naked on dance poles around us and stuff like that.
It's a slimy ass pole.
Yeah, it's just slimy. I was like dead ass like dancing next to it, and I was like joking, like trying to touch it. They're like, ew, no, don't do it.
I'm gonna get pink eye.
Gonna get CD. And it wasn't really hitting us, so we were just like, I guess we didn't take enough or whatever. And you're like bummed. You're like, we already paid money for it. Let's just like, you know, we're kind of getting bored now. Let's leave. So we left the club, got our clothes back, our phones back, hailed a taxi, got in the taxi. Immediately, as soon as the door shut, it just hit for
Dang.
both me and my friend, and we were just like looked at each other and we like started smiling at each other and like being like, oh my god, this is amazing. This is so cool. Whoa. And like, obviously my friend that tested it, like she had tripped before, so she was trip sitting for us, and she like started like playing like dubstep in our ear and like would scratch our heads because like your like senses are super heightened. And it's really nice to hear those things and feel those things. So like 10 minutes go by and we're in this cab, and my friend like just all of a sudden goes like, stop, and like taxi driver stopped and was like, let's get out. And we're like, okay. So we just get out of the cab and we're just like in the middle of nowhere, and we just like kind of started walking, and we just started walking around, and like I had my arm around the guy that came with us from the hostel, and then my friend had his arm around my other friend. We were just walking around, and like we were both just like really happy and like telling stories and like saying how happy we were and like how cool it was. And eventually we got to like this really tall monument that was like in Germany, in Berlin. I don't know what it was called, but it was really tall. And we're like, we got to use the bathroom. So
You peed on the Hitler statue?
no, it wasn't the Hitler statue. I don't think there is a Hitler statue.
That's good.
But there was a big tower, and we just like, let's go pee on that. So we peed on it, and it was great because there's nobody around to stop us. But it was just like this thing that tourists go to see. I really should find out the name for it because it's like a famous thing, and we just peed on it. Like I really wish I had the name right now in the picture. It was like a big deal because like, you know, it's one of those things that like are guarded, and like people would be like, don't fucking pee on this, but like nobody was there, and it was like 4 a.m. at this point, you know, and like we just went, and then like eventually there was like a field right next to it, so we sat on the field, we lied down, looked at the stars and stuff like that, and eventually we got back up, walked around more. We like literally hit every single monument that tourists go to see in Berlin in like within one night. And we eventually got to like the last tourist spot and like took a picture in front of it. It was like 6 a.m. The sun was starting to rise, like nobody in sight. And it was like really cool because like we just walked for like 5 hours.
Damn, dude.
And we didn't even realize it was 5 hours. It felt like 20 minutes.
Was your trip sitter like dying a little bit?
Yeah. And she was like, my God, I need to go to sleep right now. So we took a cab back to the hostel, and then I started coming down, and I was like getting tired. I was like, okay, I could go to sleep now. My friend was just in the trenches. He was super depressed because he was come down super hard. Yeah. And like he was tired, and he was just like, I just want to go to bed. Yeah. And we were like, okay, we'll go back. And we like went to the hostel, like sent him to bed, and I was like still kind of like awake. So I was just like, I'll just sit outside for a little bit. And you know, it was fine. We chilled for a little bit, and like I didn't have much of a come down, but like for the next 2 days, my friend, like he was just depressed as fuck.
Dang, 2 days.
Yeah, it was bad. So tough. But eventually, we went back to like the guy that we got the recommendation from for the club. You're like, what the fuck was that place? And he's like, oh, did I not tell you? The Kit Kat is like owned by an ex-porn star. So literally, so literally the club was made to have sex in. Wow. Because the guy, porn star, wanted it to be like a sex-friendly space for people to just come.
That's insane.
You know, just do it.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
that's amazing.
That was a crazy time.
Yeah.
How long did the Molly last? Like 5-6 hours?
Like 6 hours, yeah.
Did you take a whole pill?
No, I took like, I don't know how much I took, but not a full one.
Yeah.
Because my friend was like,
probably
don't do a full one.
Like,
yeah.
Have you done it, Jared?
Yeah.
Have you done a full one?
I did. I was like taking bites of it like throughout the night.
Wow, how big is this pill?
I mean, they're just like regular sized pills, but it's just more of like if you take it and you haven't done it before, like it's just like if you're usually getting overwhelmed by shit, it's like that's something that's gonna like overwhelm the fuck out of you.
Yeah. And like especially if you're like in a space that is not recognizable, like at a club, like you could potentially have a bad trip. Yeah. And like it would not be a good time.
Yeah.
Fuck, I want to try Molly in my bedroom.
You have to be stimulated. Like,
we should do it on this podcast.
Yeah. You literally have to like be like.
You have to be up and moving.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, you can't just like chill.
No. You'll want to. Like,
I think I tried. I took it, and like one of the times that I did it, like I was like trying to just chill. Like I was like fighting it the whole time, and I literally got an anxiety disorder like from it afterwards. Like it's a fucking mess. Like
what other drugs have you taken?
I've done shrooms, like acid. I've smoked weed. Taken like Percocets before.
Oh.
Yeah.
How's the perks?
Yeah, how are perks?
phenomenal.
That's one Future raps about.
Yeah,
What?
it's like you see why people get like addicted to him. Like,
Wait, what's the feeling?
it's like when he was what was his name Kyle? Like when Kyle was talking about, like it feels like a warm blanket. It's like somebody come up to you and like stab you, and it's just like, this is okay.
Yeah,
this is okay.
fine.
It's not that bad, you know. What I mean?
Damn.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's like it's just very like kind of like euphoric and it's like very like calming.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Damn. Actually, I don't want to try Percocets because I
But
think Juice WRLD died from it. But I want to try Molly.
Yeah,
I want to try shrooms.
Oh yeah, and shrooms too.
I've heard
shrooms.
so many good things about shrooms.
Yeah.
Like everybody that does drugs that I know, they always say like, all the drugs are like kind of iffy, but like one that I definitely recommend is shrooms because like
100%.
people like microdose on it often and like just have revelations.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
shit. I'm like, damn, I want to have revelations.
Yeah.
Well, look in the fridge. We got
Yeah, there are shrooms. in there.
way, this is our shrooms, man.
stuff for next segment.
I got-
Watch you take
I got a
shrooms.
chocolate in there.
Nice.
But we thank you for coming out. It was a great
for having me.
conversation.
Good.
It was actually
What's the
really good.
runtime at?
208.
Whoa,
Damn.
we rarely hit. I don't think we ever hit
Yeah, I don't think
two.
we've ever. But also, I think that there was a gap in between.
It was
like
I think a
15
little
minutes.
bit. Yeah.
Okay, that's still pretty long.
Yeah, it is pretty long.
Yeah.
But is there anything you want to plug? You want to plug your TikTok, your Instagram, or anything?
Cash App.
My Cash App. I don't even use Cash App.
What do you use?
Venmo.
Venmo.
I'm a big Venmo guy.
Dude, you gotta use Zelle, bro.
Zelle.
Okay, but
instant,
now I
right?
use Zelle
Okay,
because I
yeah.
just got Wells Fargo.
Okay.
Shit, instant.
Yeah, I like the
it's
instant
perfect,
part, but I
yeah.
miss the
Like the
gratification
comments.
for
Yeah.
someone sometimes liking your payment.
Yeah, or commenting on it.
I'm a
Yeah.
fiend, dude.
That was it was like a little social media thing. It was kind of cool. But
Yeah.
But like now I'm gonna have to wait another day to get these $5.
yeah, it's stupid. Or
Fuck
you can
that.
lose money and get it now. Like,
Yeah.
it's stupid as fuck.
That's true.
But
My socials, my name, Hanbity. Oh, it's Hanbit Y. Hanbity on like across all platforms essentially, except for Twitter. But I don't usually use Twitter that much. So, yeah.
What's your last name? Biddy?
Yes. No.
Big titties.
No.
Big old boy.
big old titties.
Chin.
Big old bitties.
Big old bitties, baby.
Is it Sum?
Huh?
Is your last name Sum?
No.
Handsome.
No.
Is it job?
Answer the question. Because you're gonna get both.
No, it's Yi. Yi.
Oh, it's Yee.
People always think my name is Hanbity. So I say like, oh, Hanbity. I'm like, that's not my name. But it's
How do you-
okay.
How do you
like,
spell it? Y-E?
Y-I.
Y-O-E.
So it's Hanbit and then
What's the-
Y-I.
What's the bit? Is that your middle name?
No, that's my Hanbit is my full. It's actually my middle name.
Hand bit?
Oh, whoa.
What bit your hand?
Spider.
Well, alrighty, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Desmary Kate.
Desmary Kate.
Desmary Kate.
Time for the job.
Touch on my love, on my rub, love on my rub. Touch on my rub, on my love, on my rub, on my. Why do you want my dick all up inside your lips? Wanna just grab